Well, hey, this month of all month is great. Happy Pride Month. Happy
Yes,
Pride
Pride
Month.
Month. Yes, yes.
I'll never forget that video that a queen took the remember the Happy Christmas,
Oh, yes.
but she just said Happy Pride Month. It's Pride
Yes.
Month.
Yes.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Yes. Yes.
But yes, we are slowly. And I was about to say, and the episode about this is
Drag
after this is technically going to be about
I mean, I promise you we will have another episode that's not Drag Race, but we're just big fans and
well,
things keep happening.
the one after this is going to be about drag, but it's not drag race.
Yes. Yes. Because Pride Month.
Yes, you'll see
Yes,
coming
yes.
soon. Little little preview.
A little teaser.
I guess technically this isn't about drag race. We saw a live show. This is about live entertainment.
But yes, it just involves people from Drag
But we
Race.
know we knew about them because drag race by association.
Yes. Yes.
Uh, and if you're looking at this in video form, you see that we have our icons. We have the girls. I have
The
Ruby,
girls.
and you have the
Sticks.
girl.
Sticks.
Yeah.
Love her.
And the
But
reason I said we should have the girls is also because we saw a show called The Kitty Cat Ball. That's
yes.
what we saw.
Oh, it
Which
loved it.
which at first I was like, when I saw, I guess they just thought it was a good name, but when I saw ball, I was like, oh, are they gonna do like a full on like
Yes.
ball, like like I was thinking of like the ballroom like competition. I guess
Hmm.
really the space didn't qualify
Yeah.
for that, but
Yeah.
like I didn't know what to expect. But I guess it was
And
for
you
fun,
just
for
yeah, and you
funsies.
just don't know because we saw Alyssa and like we know she's a
Yeah.
comedy queen, but like I had
Hmm.
no expectations when I
I didn't
walked
know it
into
was
that
gonna
one.
be basically stand up. I didn't know it
Yes.
was basically gonna be stand up.
And then the only one that I think I kind of expected it to be that way was Butt to King
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
because it
yeah.
made it was just them in their like final form. Like it just made sense. But like with Alyssa, I was just like, oh,
Performing.
she's really funny. Like she'll do skits, and it was just straight like stand up the entire time. And it's like, oh, that's cool.
I think she did one like lip sync in the
Yes,
beginning
yeah,
to like introduce and come in, but her opening act with Miss Stephanie Steele of
yes,
the Philly fame, which yeah, speaking of Drag Race,
yes,
get this woman on Drag Race.
and also Eric
And
Jaffe.
oh my god, I just saw a clip of Eric doing Miss Frizzle drag. I
Yes,
was like,
and
it's
she was
crazy.
floating
Did you
because
see the Did you see the bus?
yes,
Did you see
yeah.
the?
So I think it was a she was at what's that place called?
It's that place Fabrica.
Fabric. Yes, and
Because
then
they have the mechanism in the big in the middle. It's
yes,
usually like a thing where it's just like a I think it's just usually like a stool like that like kind of like
yeah,
a bench type
yes.
thing and they just kind of like float. But she literally attached like a whole bus to
Yes, she did a Miss Frizzle act, but she was in like made a
it.
bus and she was Miss Frizzle and she was just floating around in the bus and I was like, this is amazing.
I know. I was like, I hope she does that again. Like, we need to see
Yes,
that. I need to see that in person. I
yes,
was about to say, I guess where we were and for the kitty cat ball, then there was no mechanism to
no,
do that.
no.
Oh man, but yeah. And honestly, you know who else I didn't know what to expect just because we didn't. I don't know. I just hadn't seen like many videos of her performing live since Drag Race. Willow took me by surprise very
Yes,
much.
because like her, the way I view Willow's uh tour, remember
Uh-huh.
her, was it was it her like talent show number or maybe it was a
Yeah,
different number
the talent show you're
where
talking about with the
she
spaghetti
yeah yes and then
in the
she
bathtub.
sat
Yeah.
in the bathtub with the toaster. Like that's exactly what her whole entire show was. It was that this like that
Oh,
weirdness.
champ.
And you're rewatching her
She look
soon, right?
she
Or
looks
no?
ki no. Now I'm on 15.
Oh,
I just
15.
keep going through. It's a cycle. You just keep going through and then you just keep going back and then you're like, well, maybe I'll go to All Star now.
And I flop.
I run that Paramount
Yes.
Plus subscription into the ground. If I'm gonna pay for it without ads, I'm gonna run it into the ground.
And I always feel like it's a comfort show. And I read
Oh yeah,
online somewhere that people who have anxiety tend to watch the same shows over and over again because you already know what like
truth.
happened. Um,
Yes.
true. So that's why I watch Pretty Little
Oh,
Liars on repeat. Um, but yeah, I will watch.
I need to actually watch that because now I'm just slowly getting spoilers over time, and but I get
Yeah.
them out of context and they make
Yes,
no
they didn't make no sense.
sense. So just be like, and this is why this happened. I'm like, what?
Uh huh. Yes.
I mean, the only major I don't know the context, but I do know the end. So it's like,
Oh
and
yeah.
then I know the
Yeah.
stuff about, and then I know the stuff about the teacher, which I'm like, bleh, get the fuck.
Apparently, it
The stuff
happens in
about
the
Ezra,
books too. But I
the
think
stuff about Ezra, I'm like,
yes.
oh god,
But
it's gross,
it's
really
better
gross.
if the outcome's better in the books for that
Okay,
storyline. From what I know, I only read
he's still a creep.
yes.
He's still a creep, big time.
Yep.
But anyway, we're not here to talk about
No,
Pretty
no,
Little
no.
Liars. That's for
But I
another
was
episode.
so back to Drag Race because we keep watching the same. I was like, oh, what do I feel like watching? And then I was on YouTube, and a short popped up from season 8, and I was like, yep,
Yeah,
yep, Bob's Drag Queen, yep.
you you just we just let serendipity like this.
It just clicked, and I was like, oh
Uh,
yes, because when they're doing that one challenge, and he's like, art, 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 art.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. With the group
Yes,
with
with the group.
Acid Betty and Thorgy.
Oh yes,
For some reason, I think I've said this before, but Thorgy, like, just straight up, maybe if I don't know what it is. Something about Thorgy makes me think of Jim Carrey, and I never
yes,
will be able to understand why, but I've just always mentally associated her with Jim
yes,
Carrey.
and also her beef with Bob. Just like, even though Bob had
But
no
it's
beef with
so
her.
I know. And then it's not like it didn't carry over into like real life. Like they're friends. Like it's
Oh yeah,
not
they're
like
cool
they
with
like
each other, but
actually.
the whole season, even the reading challenge, she's like, Bob, shut the fuck up. Like,
Torchy's just nuts.
she's just
Torchy's just
nuts.
nuts. And she's self-proclaimed nuts. Like she's like, oh, I
She's
know I'm
aware of
great.
it.
I know.
Yes. Yes.
I'm like awareness is key.
Yes.
Oh god. Speaking of Torchy, I wonder if she was happy that Pink hosted the Tonys. Which I
Oh,
thought was super
yes.
random, by the way.
I
She's
know.
very good. But I
I
just
love her. Yes.
I
She's
don't.
great. But I was not expecting that.
And then she was dressed in like I think she opened the show with a number from like Chicago, and she like was on like wire as she does. She was on wires and like spun around
Yes.
like
Uh
20
huh.
times, and then somebody was like, "This woman hasn't been on the ground since 2012 or something."
uh
She's just like aerial like
huh.
spinning. Oh my god. Georgie's in the front row. Love Pink.
Love.
Love that clip so much.
It's
Love
so
Pink.
funny.
I just think she just starts going. I think she's like a bad seed on this.
Uh huh.
I can't take it. Oh god, but who did we see in first? Let's
Oh,
go back.
yes. So we saw from season 18, we saw
Yes.
Mikey Meeks, Amy
Yes.
Coco, Juicy, and then we saw Darlene Mitchell.
Yes.
Well, I just love Darlene. Just the most
I know.
chaotic, like,
I know.
but in the best
I know.
way. She's so
I know.
chaotic. And I
And she picked
always,
two songs that could we'll get into it fully,
oh,
but she
yes.
picked two songs that could not have been more opposite of
Uh
each other.
huh. Yes. And I love, and I watched it earlier when I was eating dinner, but I rewatched the roast of Alyssa Edwards from
Yeah.
that season. First of all, they didn't really roast Alyssa as much as some of the other roasts. I feel like
Oh, I know.
they could have roasted her more, but
Big time.
like the first roast that Darlene did, like nobody was laughing, and then she's just like, "I just got to go in," and I was like, "Okay, like maybe she's gonna really like have pull some jokes out of her ass," and then she pointed out a burger, cheeseburger, a banana, a clown nose. I'm like,
She literally said clown school 101. Like
Yes.
literally like you know how clowns would just like have like the bike like like they just have
Yes.
like a bunch of like objects like a
Uh-huh.
balloon like they just like she literally went like we're gonna go back to clown school
Uh-huh.
and it worked. Hey, it worked. The whole thing is just make people laugh and if you did it, you do it, you
And
know?
I saw a comment that was like her roast was equal to Lexi Love in Snatch Game as um what's his face?
Godfrey.
Yes. Where she was just so
Oh
bad
man.
that it was so funny.
Yeah.
Like it just made no sense. She couldn't remember
Yeah.
like she didn't have any responses. So she just kept cursing and Rue was just dying. It was so funny.
Uh,
But it reminded me of that. Like it was not good, but in the best way.
I know. But hey, keep that consistency because if we're talking about things being so bad they're good, we always bring it up. But I will, I will fight to this day. Why didn't Cynthia LaFontaine
I'm
win a
so mad
match
about
game
that.
then?
Okay. Because she made Rue laugh more than anybody.
I know. And that was the edited version. So what I gained from like, because I love when they give like little insider knowledge, or like when Queens will just be like, giving you a little behind the scenes of like how things work. So it's like if something is edited and you see it and it stands out as prominent to you, like happening a lot, they said just know that on set it's happening twice as much. Like if something's awkward on TV, it's
Oh
twice as
yeah.
awkward in person, and if something's funny on TV, it's like twice as funny in person. So
Yep.
it's like because they edit it down because there's like obviously you got to edit certain things because things happen, dead air, like but again,
Yes.
if we're seeing that and it's funny and it's translating and RuPaul keeps laughing, it means like in person when you were there, she was probably laughing twice as much because you know when Ru starts laughing,
She can't.
it's
Yeah.
kind of hard for her to stop. She just starts to get
Okay, let's
just
just track back to Utica.
yeah,
When Rue asked her if she's ever smoked weed,
mhm,
is the epitome of Rue. Just n- anything's just funny.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But Cynthia did. I thought she was so funny.
I know we always bring this up. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
But in my mind, most of all stars tend to not. We're just gonna
And I
remember the good
and
parts. Forget honestly, probably everything before the merge, and then I think after the merge, I was like, stop. Like,
yes.
don't piss me off.
No, even the bracket Ginger was in.
I know, but I can't erase that fully from my mind. Just erase the gingers in it because I don't want to take away Miss Denali.
Uh
Which also, speaking of Denali, just I just want to. This is relevant to what we're talking about because okay, so we're at the event that we're going to. We're seated at our little table in the back because
yes.
we were smart about it. We were like, it's gonna get hot in here. It's gonna get real crowded in here.
But also we part of me thinks
The only
we should have picked the standing rooms at the top because we thought
I
about
know.
it.
Well,
But
knowing what we know now, knowing who was there now, if we would have
yes.
decided to go upstairs and go on the left side, we probably would freaked. I would be freaking out. I'd be like,
Uh-huh.
but there was someone, there was another queen in the audience. We'll get into it,
Yes.
but we're sitting in the back and they're kind of just playing like they're playing. We have a DJ, Andromeda. Gonna look into her
Yes.
stuff more.
Yes.
Love what I've seen so far. She fucking performed. She was in splits. I was like, what? Like,
Mhm.
but Andromeda's DJing up at the front. They're kind of like it's getting closer to showtime, so they're starting to hype people up. So I've never put. We still don't know why. I don't know because I don't think Andromeda's from DC, so it wasn't because of that.
Yeah.
So they start showing a compilation of Chicago queens on the
Yes.
on the screen.
Mhm.
We're in Philly, so I'm like, I don't know. Like, hey, good for them, cool. But I'm like, and we see like Nanali come up
But
more than
I
once. So we're like, what is going on?
because why are they all from Chicago? And then I thought, well, Denali was on Drag Race. Maybe she's just a special guest. Like that's what I thought. And then
And
nope,
then nothing came from
nope,
it.
nothing came from that. Then
Kudos
they,
to whoever made that montage, but I don't know why it was there.
I know.
I don't know. It was very strange. But Who was our host for this for the
Oh,
evening? We had a great host. We had a great
great host. Angeria Paris Van Michaels. I
And she's
love
got one of those names where Rue would just always play around with it. Angeria, Paris, Van Michaels, LaGuardia.
yes.
Dude.
Same with Kennedy Davenport. Like she would just
Oh
always
yeah, true.
add yes.
Oh my god.
But oh,
She's a great
Angeria,
host.
she was a great host.
She was funny as hell. We knew this. We knew she was gonna be funny, but
Oh
she was
yeah.
in it's one thing to anticipate the show and then when you get there it's a whole another
Yes.
ball game.
Yeah.
Comes out in an outfit that she made by herself while what? Like it was
They
on
said she made
what
it
in the hotel room.
yes, the day before.
Girl.
That's insane.
Yeah, I know.
And she was in
Because my
all
thing is, unless you got a whole setup, I'm like, you're working with, and let, hey, I mean, I don't know what kind of, I mean, I would assume that they put them up in like, they can do like pretty, like decent hotels, but even if you have like, think about like the night, like the quote unquote nicest hotel room you've ever been in,
yeah.
still working in that space, I just wonder, like, does she have like a kit? Does she try? I'm just wondering what,
Yes. I don't know how she did
I'm
it.
just wondering what, she must have some type of like, sewing travel kit, like you know what
Yeah.
I mean? Because I'm just thinking of how do you get that set up in a hotel room. It's very
Yes.
interesting.
Uh-huh. And it was like
Kudos to
this
her though. It's a
beautiful
very
blue
uh
sparkly dress and it
blue
matched
sparkling
so well
number.
with her skin tone. I was like, "Oh,
Oh, I know. Oh, I know. It looks
beautiful."
great. It stood out, and she had the big light, like a what, like a light brown, like
Brown.
medium brown wig.
Yes.
It was real. What's that? What's that joke? I was rather like the higher the hair, the closer to God. Like it
Yes.
was like fake.
Uh-huh.
Oh God.
And I
Yeah,
love
she was funny though. She was getting us hyped up. She was doing her job. She was being a host.
oh
So they
yeah.
picked that well. I wonder how they went with picking that. I wonder
I don't
how
know.
it all came about.
Like, I wonder if they just
I'm
kind of
gonna reach
go
out. No,
yes. Maybe they just know her well enough.
maybe,
Like one of them
maybe.
just knows
It's
her.
it's got to be availability too, obviously.
That's true. Like I wonder if they had
And
a
they
list
can't
of
pick
people
any
that
of the
they would
queens.
want, and then they're like, okay,
Maybe.
out of these 5 people, let's see who we can get.
True.
I
True.
mean, it seemed like her and Darlene, at least during the tour, got close. So I wonder if they
Yeah.
knew each other in some way beforehand.
Maybe. Maybe. I'm trying to think of where Darlene. Darlene was Midwest, and then she went to LA. But I
Yeah,
think she did when she did drag. She just did it in LA.
yeah,
By the way, speaking of Darlene, if you need any and I'm suggesting it to you and then anybody listening too. If you need a video to just watch, it's really good content. Her and Trixie Mattel tried to churn butter together, so
uh, yeah,
they fully try to churn butter. Like they get the whole setup, and
yep,
in the middle of it, Trixie's like interviewing. But it's a fun like video, and you do learn like a lot, which I think is cool. She's been doing drag more than I realized, but she did have like a whole thing where she like revamped, like changed her whole image because she used to literally be like her drag name literally. I think she said this on the show, but her drag name used to literally just be Trash. Like she was known as Trash. Like
yes,
please welcome Trash.
uh huh,
She was like, and then I had to, and then I got sober and I had to pivot everything, girl. I had to.
uh huh,
I said sobriety is not going to go good with the name Trash.
yeah,
Like, oh man, who started our show? It was Juicy, right?
juicy, yes.
Yes. And
She
she
can
came out doing her
perform.
flips and tricks. Oh, she can.
Oh my
For
god.
real.
I mean, you see it on the show, but seeing it
Yeah.
live is like totally
As a
different.
whole, I know. And I was waiting for she did the reveal move where she, like, does the whole thing, like, the flip up and then the costume, like, changes when she
Yes,
stands up. She did that move. And then she did the whole, like, I think she coined the move, quote unquote, the juicy, where she's doing, like, a handstand. It's
yes,
funny to describe drag in, like, words, but it's like she's doing a handstand. So she's already on her palms, like doing a handstand, and then she flips down and goes into a split from the
yes.
handstand. I'm like,
God, I don't know how. Like,
I'd be in the
man.
hospital. I wouldn't even
First of all,
get
even
that
doing a
far.
handstand to me is
Oh yeah,
impossible. But to do that
no.
and to go from that into a split, oh my
Uh huh.
god.
She's meant to do what she does. She has a lot of strength to do that.
Oh yes, and
It's
her
probably also in it's I'm about to say it's probably also like in her favor that she's like short, so she can do like a
yes,
lot. Because I remember when I was like younger, like I did dance from the time I was 5 to when I was 10, and it was sure as hell like a lot easier to flip and stuff when I
yeah,
was 5, and then as I was getting older, and I'm like,
yeah,
ugh, kudos to her.
and her first outfit, and I should have known it was a reveal, but like that wig
I know
and just the
that was
outfit, I was like,
cool.
oh, that's an interesting choice.
Yeah,
Like,
it was kind of like a bob like
yes,
wig,
and she's
and
not
then she's
known
not
for really
known.
having that kind of hairstyle.
No, she does mostly like finger wave, like
Yes,
short, like they call them pussycat wigs, I think.
yes, yep,
But either that or like headpieces. So I'm
yes,
like, we were both looking like interesting, and then I was like, oh okay, like that's why makes sense.
yes. Also, the what was the drink that you got? Do you remember what it was called? Did it have a name?
It was this. I, I think it was called the Queen Bee. I want to
Oh
say,
yes,
yeah. It
and
was
then
essentially a lemon. It was essentially a lemon drop. That's exactly what it tasted
yeah,
like. A stronger lemon drop, I would say. The first one I had was strong. Second one I think was mixed a little bit better.
yeah,
The first one I had to baby it. Like I
uh
drank that
huh,
throughout the first like full half of the show because
yeah,
I was like, no, no, no. If I down this too fast. Also, we thought they were gonna have because we go in the venue spot and they maybe for the night they should have. I don't know if it was like permanently written on there and they couldn't take it off, but if it was a chalkboard, they should have erased like the little food because they put up there
yes,
they had hot dogs, and then I get to the concession stand and they said they don't have hot dogs, they just have soft pretzels. So we were
yeah,
just eating
and
soft
also they
pretzels.
had something called a extra long venue dog. Like I wanted
Yes,
that,
I know.
but no.
I
I
think that
mean,
was the only option. Like it was that, and then you could have added according to their menu, evidently it wasn't true. We were falsely advertised,
yeah,
but and then we were just sitting in the back eating soft pretzels like it was snack time
I
in
know.
grade.
Well, because I
It
asked the
was literally
bartender if,
taking me back. It
yeah,
was like, don't make me think about my Catholic school trauma in the middle of the drag show.
I
Like I'm
know.
just thinking of
And
like,
then of
because that was
course,
literally what we would have was pretzels and little juice. Like,
yes. Um, and then you go to the bar and you're like, do you have any? Oh well, we have chips. So it's like, okay,
well, now we know when we go back to this venue, don't expect food.
yeah, let's
It's
eat
not
before.
a city
Yeah,
winery situation.
no. I
It's
expected
not a,
some food though. Like I didn't expect any sit down fancy stuff, but like when it said hot dogs and stuff, I was like, that makes sense. Like,
I know.
sure.
They just, I
And
guess,
at least it was good. Like the pretzel was good, but
yeah.
yeah, I was not
This
expecting
was
not.
cheap. At least it was priced at normal. Like I was like, where I was like, oh my god, because I got the two of them for because we didn't want to lose the little table. It was
Uh
limited
huh.
tables. We each time we got up to do something, it was one of us going to do it, and the other sitting
Uh
down to
huh.
keep the table. Which thankfully, I'm glad that nobody was like adamantly wanting to sit at the table. Thank God.
Oh yeah. I think
Like
they were
as the night went
so
on,
wanting because you could. It's standing for the most part, standing only.
yeah,
So and
yeah,
there's no direct seating. There's no like, oh, you got tickets, so you get to go certain spots. So everyone was
no,
packed in the front part,
yeah.
so no one
Which is
really cared.
wild because they had when I was getting the tickets, I still don't know how this works. Maybe it was that little like part that we saw with like the little seats. I maybe, but
Maybe,
I
yeah,
was looking at the tickets and then I'm like, why does it say GA? But there's multiple like different prices. That's why I
yeah,
was like, I'm gonna get the cheapest ticket
yeah,
because like why? And then on the site it says like GA like is open to like all basically saying all the levels of GA have the same access. It's like, well, then why would I pay more? Like,
yes,
why would I not? So I don't know. I
yes.
think we paid for exactly what we got. At least
Oh
we got to
yeah,
sit in the back.
and you
That's
could
like
still
that was
see perfectly fine.
oh yeah. The way the venue was set up, it didn't hinder us
No.
at all.
And then my drink was called "This Is Your Moment, Have It," which like
Jasmine Kennedy.
which I'm excited to see her back.
I know. I know.
Uh, she looks good.
I know. She went to Bosco's doctor.
Yes.
I think I might have said that
Everyone just
before.
needs to go to Bosco's doctor. I'm telling you. Can Bosco like make that public information?
I don't. Maybe she wants to gatekeep a little bit. Maybe
That's
just
true. Can't
maybe
have
she talks
everyone
to
looking
like
as good as she does.
true, true. Well,
Yes.
also it's like people. There's probably people. It's like maybe if it's like don't give like those bitches information if maybe they were like mean or like got for
That's
like
true.
transphobic to her at one point. Like it's like you can come to me for the information. I'm sure she's good to her sisters that are good
Oh
to
yeah.
her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh God. We'll
Yes.
have to we'll have to see what happens. Do we think we'll predict it now? Do we think Jasmine Kennedys gonna have beef with anybody again, or was that maybe just an emotional thing at the time and maybe it's mulled over?
I think
I wonder.
it's mulled over.
Let's hope.
I think she'll still be opinionated, but I think she
Yeah,
won't start anything.
I think at the time she was going through a lot. Hence, what she when Untucked when she literally comes out, like came
Yes.
out and Untucked.
Yep.
Because after that, you can definitely see a weight was lifted off her
Yes.
shoulders after that. But damn, this will be interesting. I mean, we'll have another episode on that when the after the finale, I
Oh
assume.
yes. Yeah.
But we'll have to see. Goddamn purple bracket, please, please don't do what you
Please
did to
don't
us
do it
last
again. Don't do it
year.
again. I mean,
Don't play in
I
our
do like
faces.
Kennedy, so
I do.
and she does a good job, and I just if I see the same trend again, I'm gonna be so mad. Like if she wins, she wins,
Yeah,
but I don't. Just Ginger winning. How are you gonna say she won the design challenge? I don't understand.
girl.
She can't sew.
Genuinely, no, but there's it's not even that she can't sew because there's girls that can't sew that put together and glue and do you know what I mean and just kind of
Yes.
makeshift and do good work. It didn't look good. That's what you know what I
Yes.
mean because
Yeah.
there's some people that can really make do with like hot glue
Yep.
and other like ways. It didn't work.
It didn't look. Yeah.
I was like genuinely like, oh God.
Yeah.
Like if I don't know. I think even if I saw that out of the show, I'd be like, "What is that?" Like, you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
But even seeing it on TV and comparing it to God, oh God,
Yeah.
that's okay. Maybe she'll pivot to being a movie star now. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
thinking about it. She's literally the only reason why I don't want to see
Yeah.
that train.
I
'Cause
rewatched season 10 up until
uh-huh.
the merge. And then
You're
I
like,
was
I
like, I
can't do it
can't.
after that.
I can't.
Did you watch the See You again?
No.
Were you able to handle that? No, I can't.
No.
I can't.
She
I
was
won't watch it again.
robbed. I will forever say Delali was robbed in that lip sync.
Oh, big time.
Like
She didn't even make the merge. I'm
yeah,
getting mad about it all over again.
I know.
Okay, let's pivot back to the
Yes, yes. So who else?
show.
So it was Juicy, and then after Juicy, it was Darlene.
It was Darlene.
Yes,
Yeah.
she put
And
on
this
the
is when she
show.
came out to she came out to Slater.
Yes,
Which now that you've heard the song, maybe you gotta listen to it otherwise because she makes like pretty good music. But
yes,
it was just such a pivot from like I knew that she had been doing because I had been seeing on Instagram, but maybe I shouldn't have looked. It would have been even funnier to just be like, oh, okay, because it just was not like a song that I thought I was gonna hear. Because Slater's kind of like Kesha if she did like punk
yeah,
music, I guess, kind of, or like not even punk. I can't even think of what it is, like that hyper pop, like, but it's like grunge. That's what
yes.
I'm thinking of.
Grunge,
It's
yeah.
like poppy, like grunge music. And then Eileen's just up there, like dressed like Slater, and she's got the Slater like logo up, and I'm just like, yes, yes,
Uh
girl,
huh.
pivot the entire vibes of the show. That's
Yes.
crazy. And then she's got them damn cigarette earrings that I think are so fun.
Oh yes,
Like you know me, I love a whimsical earring. I have multiple. Like I just reorganized my jewelry and stuff and like the my bureau and stuff and I looked through all my earrings. I'm like, damn, I got some whimsical ass earrings. So I love a
State.
statement earring
Tell
for
tell
sure.
the class some of your fun earrings.
my fun earrings. Let me
Yes.
actually I can go over. I'm literally right near my earring tree. And maybe I can post like a picture of it as part of this episode, but just on this thing of earrings, I have for people familiar with The Sims, I have the triangles, like the things that are above the Sims
Oh,
heads.
yes, they're called plum
That's
bobs.
plum bobs.
Plum bob.
The
Yep.
more you know. I did not know that. Okay.
Yes. Yep.
I have them, and they're in a set of like one's green, one's red, to like
Oh,
indicate
nice.
like good or
Yep.
bad. I have Baybel cheese earrings, like the
Wait.
little like Baybels.
Yeah.
I
The
don't think
little
I've ever worn them around here. I have a pasta sauce, like a jar of pasta sauce,
nice.
Classico.
Yep.
I have those lucky cats that are like on the wall, like the cat clock. The
Oh,
like you
yes. Yep.
typically see them in like it's kind of like an Asian thing. I don't know, but it's become more like a stylized thing, like the clock. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Lucky cat. I think it's called a lucky cat.
Yep.
I have that in pink. I have Uno cards,
Oh,
like
yes.
the +4 like Uno card. I have a literal playbill, like a wicked playbill earring, like like of the
Oh,
playbill.
yes. Yep.
What else? Disco ball, those are less whimsical. I have eggs in a frying pan. Just about-
Nice.
and then they get hyper specific to my interests. Like I have a Chapel Roan Ballad of a Midwest Princess, like the actual like record of it.
Yeah.
Like somebody made it, obviously. And then relevant to Drag Race, I have real big. The post of it is like a green sparkle, and then it goes into two big hearts. I think I wore these to the Willow Pill show, but it says "Don't fuck it up."
Ah, yes, you did. Yep.
So that's just some of them, but I can like post like my full
Yes.
collection. But my God, do I love a whimsical earring? I love it so much.
I love it. I
Yeah.
love the baby
Hey.
bell cheese one.
Yeah.
So random.
have I have such hyperspace. I also have like nostalgia coded ones. Like I have giant cosmic brownies, which I just found
Ah,
today.
I
Like
love
earrings that
cosmic
look like
brownies.
cosmic brownies.
Ah,
I
nostalgic.
have the do you remember from back in the day when it was a big thing? It was like in I think you would see them in like Toys R Us. It was like a big 90s kids thing. They had like the sandbox that looked like a turtle. Do you remember
Yes.
that? Like
Yes.
from a long time ago?
Yep.
I have those in the earrings. I
Nice.
swear to God. Like hyper specific just because like you follow one like account or one like business like one shop owner on like Etsy and then they'll start to suggest things that are similar. So I'm like, oh yeah, you're right. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes if I want to look for a specific thing, I'll literally like Google like that and it shows up. That's how I found I have Blockbuster earrings, like Blockbuster card membership cards as earrings too. Because I Googled Blockbuster membership card earrings. I found the
Uh,
seller. Oh, love it. Love a whimsical earring. If anyone's listening to this and makes or knows of people with whimsical earrings, let me know. Like,
wait, I
I love
found
it.
some on Etsy because we're getting sidetracked now. Do you
Uh-huh.
remember
Okay.
in Word back in the day, like grade school days, the little
Yeah.
paper clip called Clippy, and you can
Oh
like
yeah.
say someone made Clippy earrings.
Clippy was AI before we knew what AI was.
Uh-huh.
He's AI pre Siri. Like
Yes. And this
also I have a theory about why Siri doesn't work as well as she used to. Because now she's pissed because she's not the only AI. She's
mhm.
like, why don't you just ask Gemini to do it?
I
Like,
know.
I'll be like, nah. I've just noticed like throughout the years that my Siri doesn't work as well
Yes.
as she did once. And now I have a conspiracy that she's pissed because she's not the only AI now.
Uh-huh. There's earrings on here. One says road work ahead and the other one says I sure hope it does.
I sure hope it does.
God,
Oh
these are
God, yeah.
so or those rubber
There's
chickens. Gummy worm
I have
earrings.
gummy worms. That's great. Sour gummy worms.
Uncrustable earrings in the little plastic packaging still. Wait, these
Yeah.
are so fun.
People go ham. A friend of mine, shout out to Ella if she's listening to this, but she probably was my gateway to whimsical earrings because she used to make things out of polymer clay. Like
Oh
she had like the thing
yeah.
where you could literally bake the clay. And she would make like little like food. Like I have earrings from her too. They're like little donuts or little cookies and stuff. And polymer clay, if you get into it, you can really get. I wish I had room for it in my damn apartment. Maybe again, along with like sewing, this might be something that I get into once I have more room for it. But she had like the full on like little like oven that you can like
Oh,
bake
yeah.
like, the clay in and
Mhm.
everything. It's awesome. We love crafts. We're all about crafts on
Oh,
this channel.
yes.
Channel podcast. Well, technically, we need to have a channel because we have a YouTube channel, so I
That's
wasn't
true.
wrong.
There's one that's a stick of butter.
I thought of Crystal. Everything comes
Yes.
back to Drag Race.
Yes.
Crystal's Creamery.
Yes. There's one that's a toaster
Oh
and one
yeah.
that's a bathtub.
Uh huh. I even have like it's not even like this is more on the side of like an actual like fully designer, but I have Betsy Johnson earrings. Again, whimsical. You'll find it with her,
Oh,
but I have
yes.
her. This was a gift from my husband, and one of them is it's a set of earrings, and one is a like a cupcake, and then the other one is like a stand mixer. So it's like a cupcake and a
I
stand
and
mixer, and they're
speaking of
pink.
Betsy
And it's really
Johnson,
cute.
she was the
Oh my
first
god,
person to feature a trans person on the runway.
I know,
They said it on
Queen.
Drag Race, and I was like, oh, icon.
She's been about it since day one.
Yep.
When you talk about an ally, that's an ally.
Yes.
She's been there since day one.
Would you like
And I would pick
earrings?
her over more of an ally than like, well, now that we know all the stuff about what was going on in Top Model, I'd be like, well,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like, I know they had ISIS on there, so she was also a trans mom. But look
Yeah.
at how they were treated versus I'm guessing Betsy wasn't treating people that way.
Oh,
But
no.
I don't I don't know.
Also, would you like earrings? One is an outlet, and one's a fork.
Get out of here.
A need. Um.
It's
Oh,
willow pill coated. I thought it was pill.
yes. And remember those toys, the sticky hands that you would like, and you could
Yeah,
throw?
yeah,
Someone made
yeah.
earrings that look like those.
I'm dead.
They're
You
so
can
cool.
they're if you can think of anything, because earrings are so versatile because they literally just have to be able to go in your ear,
Yep.
like go in the you know what I mean. You can't be as like you can do charms on a bracelet or something like that necklace, but I just feel like earrings you can just kind of go ham because they're just at such a focal point. Like people are gonna notice it so easily because you're wearing it. Like I
Yes.
don't know. I just feel like leaves a lot of room for creativity
Yes.
because you don't have to really attach to like a chain or anything.
Yep.
So,
Also, I don't know how
I'm
this would
sure
work.
there's whimsical necklaces out there. There
Oh,
is
yeah.
obviously, but I just feel like earrings just kind of give you more of like the freedom because you just have to have like the hook at the end
Oh, yeah.
or the
So
post if they're
I
post
found
earrings.
some, and I don't understand because these look huge, but someone made light up crosswalk signs. So like it's
Not earrings with a full on function.
like they light up. And so the first one, there's ones that are just the stoplights, the green, yellow, and red. Then there's
Uh
one
huh.
where it's the crosswalk, and the top one's the green person, and
Uh
the
huh.
bottom one's the red person, but they light up.
Huh. I think I've seen something similar to that. I think I've seen some type of functional Christmas light situation
Yes.
in earring form.
Yeah.
I can't recall from where, but I'm sure it's out there. Like you could probably
That's
Google any
crazy.
object.
The talent
What's what?
that you have to make that. It's
Oh
crazy.
yeah, oh yeah. It takes a lot, and a lot of times, unless the earring is like bigger, like a lot of times it's
Yeah.
you're working with like very small. Like you gotta be good at
Yeah.
it. Well, obviously, but okay, you gotta start somewhere.
Yes.
But a lot of them are usually made from either I would assume like plastic or clay is
Yeah.
when you get the most like freedom to do stuff.
Yes. All right. So now that we're gonna get back on topic here. I say that, but we're not
Hey,
gonna stay on topic.
they're listening to us for the full experience.
That's true. Yes.
You can't just. How boring would it be if we're just rigid on subject? You know what I mean? What is this? A TED talk? No, it's a
No,
podcast.
it's a pod. No, no, no. So we had yes, we had Darlene.
Yes.
I love just her aesthetic and just her
Hmm.
personality is just so
Yeah,
funny.
I know.
makes
Oh, I know.
no. I feel like it's just doesn't make sense in the best way.
Oh yeah. She's just a well, she's like sunshine and as a person. Like
Yes, and I think
you can't be around
Angeria.
Darlene and not smile. You can't be
Yes,
around Darlene and not smile.
and I think Angeria said something like that as well.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
like she's just genuinely just so nice.
And that's why I can't recommend enough that video with Trixie because it's just like I feel like Trixie could literally almost die. I don't know how they are age difference. I don't know who's older to be honest because Darlene's been doing drag for like a minute, so I don't know. But I feel like they fall like under the same like thing. Like Trixie should like adopt Darlene as like her daughter, like her
Hmm.
drag. But yeah,
It says 35
um,
for Darlene.
okay. I think she's probably the same age as Trixie then. Close. I think Trixie's 35. I want to say. Right?
36.
Okay. There we go. It was
Yeah,
one
so
year
pretty
off.
much the same year.
Yeah.
Because Katya's in her 40s, right?
Yes. Thank God she's back. She's back on the pod, by the way.
Yes.
And she detailed like, well, you think we go through pivots. You should
Oh, yeah.
not to trying to finish the story is a whole other. But yeah, it sounds like she was going through it in the hospital. That's
Yeah.
crazy. Good old intestinal blockage. I'm like, damn. Like,
I
no.
know. I mean, thank God she got it treated.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But she was saying to the point where it was like I was looking down at my stomach and it looked like I was like 9 months pregnant. I was like, oh my God. Like
Yeah.
bloat, like a lot of
Hmm.
bloat, a lot of pain. Crazy. Shout out to medical professionals. I
I know.
don't know where she
Same.
was. I think somewhere in California, I would assume.
Yeah.
But like damn. They kept our queen safe.
I know.
So
And
next we
then,
had Nene. Next we
uh,
had Nene.
and her entrance was her final performance
Yes.
on Drag Race, which she
Yes.
killed it both times. Like, that was
Yeah.
a good,
It was good
yes,
choreography. It was definitely it was like something that you would straight up see in like a professional like music video.
yes.
So I don't know who choreographed it, but good for them. You know
Hmm.
what I will say though? You know what I was expecting? Maybe she's trying to pivot more from when she was on the show, but I thought she was gonna do like something related to like how she had all the different like animal like
Yes.
numbers. I was expecting that, I will say. But we didn't get that. I kind of wanted the
No.
what was the number that she did where she was what was it like a Venus flytrap or something like where she had
Oh,
like
she was
the
a praying
or praying
mantis.
praying
Yes.
mantis.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping for that, but maybe it didn't match the aesthetic at the time, or maybe she got tired of doing that. I don't know, but what we saw was good. I'm not saying it's not good.
Oh no.
I was just
But
like expecting one thing. It was she
I
was
was,
definitely
yeah.
portrayed on the show as like there was like 3 or 4 different animal like,
Yes.
related things that she did. And then she was Richard Attenborough in Snatch Game, so I was like,
Which
hmm.
I don't understand how she won.
I don't know.
When you
She's gonna
had
listen to this and be like, damn, they only critiqued me.
when they had Mikey Meeks as Drew Barrymore, but you want Nene to win that? No.
I root. I don't know.
She's on
That
something.
judging was that judge. The coffee enemas need to stop now.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
That judging was similar to that was Michelle in the makeover challenge type of girl. What?
I'm telling you, Michelle's judging in the Family Resemblance Challenge.
Crazy,
I don't
crazy
understand.
town,
Every year.
crazy town, crazy town, crazy town. To the point where now I think I said this before, but I think it's a bit because she's even making fun of it now, and I feel like she thinks that she's gotta like keep it up to be like keep them on their toes type
Yeah.
thing, but it's never consistent at all, like at all. Like
Her
I
and
don't
Ross
get
were
it.
like going at it a little bit.
Yeah, and I agreed with Ross.
Uh-huh.
Like, I
The
agreed
Ross
with Ross.
Matthews.
What does it say? Oh, the hilarious Ross
Yeah, the
Matthews.
hilarious Ross
Ross
Matthews.
Matthews, style superstar Carson.
And Presley. I
She
just
never introduced. She never introduced them I don't think she introduces them in any other way. I think she says it every single
Yep.
time.
Mhm.
I don't know if they make her do. I don't know. I think people are like, "Oh, RuPaul's gonna retire." No, the fuck, she's not. RuPaul's gonna be on that stage until she drops dead. I
Mhm.
know it. She's gonna be on hosting Drag Race even when she can't. Like, she's gonna be coming out there in a fucking wheelchair.
Uh-huh.
She's not gonna stop hosting drag. Why would she stop? Literally, why? Unless
She
she becomes like too ill. She's gonna, because as she gets older, it's just gonna be. It's gonna. It could be maybe infuriating with certain judging things, but it's gonna be fun.
Oh my god,
It's
it's
gonna be
funny
wild.
now. So
I know.
imagine
I
years from
know.
now when she's really senile.
She's. She, oh, wait. Now I have to Photoshop this because it's gonna be like that episode of SpongeBob where they sell the chocolate and they
Yes.
answer the door, and the great grandmom's just like a disintegrated worm, just
Yeah,
in
and
there.
that's Rue, and then the one holding the wheelchair is just Michelle. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
You gotta
Yeah. I'm gonna try
correct
to.
yourself there. That's so funny.
Although I don't know if it's considered racist because of the color of what, you know what I mean? Like, now
Yeah.
that it's disintegrated, maybe not. Metaphor. That's gonna be them. Like, RuPaul's gonna live. I don't know. I feel like she, even if she ends up as like a cryogenic frozen head, like she's somehow just still gonna be there, like just rolling in.
Her wax
Oh my
figure from
god.
the workroom is just gonna start judging.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. I don't think she. It would have to take like even. There's so many other people there though. Like, even if she, I just could never see the show without Rue though.
No.
I don't know.
I think if she
'Cause people are
ended,
like,
I think it would end when she ends it. Like if
yeah,
she
yeah,
passes, I don't think they would continue without her.
yeah,
There's no way.
yeah. They're gonna get. What are you gonna get somebody up there and be like, like, how are you gonna get the laugh alone? Come on now.
Yeah. No.
Who hosts this Canada show? Because now also in Drag Race news, little pivot. We can pivot again, but we
This is the
manifest.
first
Are we
season,
gonna
right?
talk about how we manif? Are we gonna talk about how we manifested Jackie Cox getting on All Stars
Yes. I
in
mean,
some
I
way?
wish it was U.S. All Stars.
I know. I
Maybe
know.
she will.
I know.
Let's see if it says RuPaul's.
They also started doing this now because apparently they're not doing the versus the world anymore, is what I heard.
I wonder
Because before
why.
it was Canada, I don't know, but now it's all seeming to like fall into place because remember how Silky and who is it? Somebody else that has competed, and Kennedy, Silky and Kennedy have both been on like a Canada versus the world, and they didn't acknowledge it in their like opening packages for
Yeah.
this All Stars. So I'm like that mixed with now let's become Canada All Stars because I've been reading online that apparently they're not doing versus the world anymore. So I'm like,
Oh.
what's the tea? You know what I mean?
Wait, so is this just regular?
This is Canada All Stars, yeah, and they've never done this before. Everything before has just been Drag Race Canada, which was hosted by Brooklyn, and then would have other like rotating people from like Drag Race, but more prominently, obviously Canadian people because it was like Canada. And then they did Canada versus the World. I think they did 2 or 3 seasons of that, and now they're changing it to All Stars. So
Yes.
this is actually technically the first Canada's All
Yes.
Stars, I guess. But I think they should do. No, they. I don't know if UK they did the same. I don't know, but
Maybe.
I guess versus the world could technically mean that they weren't all from Canada, but
Yeah.
I don't know. That Jackie was able to get on this because she is Canadian, so
Yeah.
that was why.
It
But
says, um,
well, by those rules, Jimbo's been on regular All Stars, and she was Canadian, so
that's true. So it says,
and she won the damn thing.
presented by Brooklyn Heights.
Okay, so
Judges.
Brooklyn is gonna host this one,
It
I
says,
guess.
yeah, it says presented by. So I'm assuming that
Okay,
also means hosting. And then it says judges Brooklyn Heights, Jimbo, and Priyanka.
Jimbo is a
Jimbo.
judge. I'm dead.
Yes, that's gonna be everything.
I might have to go back and see. I've only seen the only thing I've seen of Canada's Drag Race is I've seen I saw Jimbo's season,
Yeah,
and Jimbo went home. And I think I'm gonna stop watching it after Jimbo because of the way that she went home and just I don't I think I was it was a thing where people were like upset that she went home because it wasn't warranted, and I think I agreed. And then I was like, well, I'm not
yeah.
watching this. Oh,
But the fact
there's so
that
many there's so many damn seasons of
I
Drag
know,
Race.
that's why I don't think she would ever want to stop doing it. Because
Yeah,
the amount of
yeah.
money she makes, even if she's not hosting, like her name's attached to everything, so she's gonna be making
Oh yeah.
bank.
And also, honestly, like we say, like so many, like oh, there's so many seasons, but it's like kind of like what a blessing to have this many like drag queens
Yeah.
on TV at one time.
Uh huh.
You know,
From all
it's
over.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. We gotta get into those international franchises. We gotta
Yes.
actually,
I
we gotta get
saw
on it. We gotta do our
parts
homework.
of I saw parts of the UK Drag Race, the one that the Vivian was in. I
Yes,
saw about half of that. Um,
yes. Good season, but what I'll say about that season is that it kind of was giving like when Bob was on season 8 when she was so clearly gonna like
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like she was just like, oh, this is like a clear winner from the start. Or like when Sasha Colby was on season
Oh,
15.
yes.
Like there was good people throughout the season, but it was like, oh my god, this is like she's definitely gonna steamroll everyone. That's what it was giving with Vivian,
Yeah.
which is like no wonder that she became like the ambassador, like the literal like
Mhm.
Drag Race UK ambassador before that was even like a thing. Before there was even
Yeah.
like all stars and stuff. But
Yeah, as soon
season
as
two, I
yeah.
don't know. I really enjoyed also. I watched season two of UK as well, and I really enjoyed that group. And then it was really interesting because they had to pivot halfway because they were the COVID season. So they kind of
Uh
had to pivot it
yeah.
halfway. So they literally showed an entire, which I wonder how this would have panned out if they did this in America, but it happened during filming where they had to literally go home. Like it wasn't like with Jada how they were able to do the whole season and
And
the
then
finale had
yeah.
to be altered. It was literally the way it panned out with their filming. It was in the middle of the season. So one of the episodes is you know how they do the little thing where they'll be talking in the workroom and then RuPaul comes up on the screen and goes, "Ooh,
Yeah.
girl,
Yeah.
she don't really have her like that." That came up, and RuPaul didn't come in the room, and it was like they were like, "Huh?" Like everybody was like confused, and it literally shows on the screen that like Ru telling them to go home. Like, it
Yeah.
was great. I was like, "What?" And then I was like, "Oh, COVID." And then the next entire episode was them filming in their homes like what they're doing during COVID. I was like, this is crazy. Like it was an entire just
Yeah.
documentary episode of them in their homes. So I was like, this is very strange. It was very interesting though. I wonder how that would have panned out if they did that in like America.
Yeah, cuz
I don't
watching
know.
Jada win on Zoom, I was like, "Oh,
That was wild. Like she then after that she just had to like close the computer screen. Like,
yep."
I think she made a joke about it and she's like, and I just had to close the computer screen and just break in
Mhm.
my apartment. Yeah, but that was a good group. That was the second season of UK was with Lawrence Chaney,
Ah, yes.
if you know Lawrence
Yeah.
Chaney. But it had a good group of queens. So if you ever want to watch that, I mean, we'll probably be watching the Canada's Drag Race. So we gotta get well, or we're gonna do a free trial situation or something. But
Yes.
there's some good things on there. I'm gonna take advantage of that.
I just wish it was on more streaming than just WoW Presents Plus. But
Oh, I know, I know. But honestly, it's wild because in most of the other places in the world, like aside from the US, that's literally how they watch Drag
that's
Race
true.
in
And then
most of the world, which I think is
yeah.
really wild. We gotta be different here in America.
Uh-huh.
So now, God,
America.
God, please.
No. No.
Speaking of the skeleton on the wheelchair from SpongeBob running our country, get the fuck
I know.
make my blood boil. Anyway,
Every
I
time
can't wait.
something
I
pops up
can't wait
about you.
until no, I can't wait until it happens and we can all have a party and celebrate. And the fact that I don't even need to clarify on what it means,
We just
like
need, yeah, we need like a wine night.
Yeah.
Get like a
I know.
charcuterie board, some wine.
People are gonna be partying in the streets, like, especially, like,
Yep.
I'm in, you know what I mean? You're in a slightly more suburban area than I.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So maybe, but I'm thinking where around I am, I feel like people are gonna be partying in the damn street.
Oh yes.
I'm gonna
Yep.
look on my feed and it's just gonna be like, "They're greasing the poles for what? He finally died." I never go out there for any sporting event, but we'll be out there for that. I think. No, I don't know. I can definitely see it
Oh
happening.
yeah.
Oh my god.
That
But
what
then
kind what a
our
night that's gonna be.
oh god, please.
I can't.
Oh, it's bound to happen, right? Right?
Mm-hmm. It's
Soon,
gotta.
right?
It's gotta.
Because I see all the posts about his health, and then somebody's like, "Lord, what are we waiting for?" Like, God, what
Uh-huh.
are you waiting for? Like, please.
But they always say, "Oh, it's time, it's
Oh.
time." I'm like, "When?"
When I need a date, I need an exact time. I need to.
Yeah.
The way our politicians stay alive, it's making me like I'm like they're keeping them with some type of like are you using are they using AI for that? Like
I
what the
know. What
how
are
the
they all the medical advances that they're hiding from everybody else that needs it?
the people?
The
Yeah,
people?
exactly. The people that need it, they
All
don't need
these cures
it.
that they have?
Oh, please. Well, I won't go into details, but working the cancer industry, I work with you learn that
Uh-huh.
there definitely is cures. They're just not
Oh, yeah.
saying
Yep.
them because at the end of the day, it's also a business. Like they want patients. It's
Yeah.
kind of really it's dark to think about, but it's like if they don't have patients, then they don't have a hospital. You know what I mean? That's like
Yeah.
really, really, really sad to think about. But now we're gonna pivot again back to who
Yes.
was our next performer. It was our winner chicken dinner
Yes. Mikey Meeks, a
queen.
well-deserved win. A
I know,
well-deserved win. I do wish Jane could have made it to the end,
I know.
but
Jane was the only one that had her gave her a run for her money,
uh-huh.
which is why it's still to me so wild that she was. I think she still has
She has the
the
best track
best
record. Yeah.
track record ever, ever, like in the history of the show, and she didn't make it to the finale. What?
And also she was
What?
not let's try backtrack. She was not the worst in that challenge.
No, no,
You can't
no,
tell me
no.
Juicy was better.
Juicy the dancer, and we love her for that. Girl,
But
you're
in the
acting.
actual challenge itself, like
Yeah,
even
yeah.
Darlene,
That whole episode pissed me.
I think Darlene did well in the challenge, but she didn't fit the character.
No, she had a good rapport with
Yes.
Rue. That was the only like part that was, you know what I mean? Like if it was just straight up like improv and volley with Rue, like a snatch game type thing, she did in that what she should have done in snatch game.
Yes. Yes.
Like
Her snatch game
I
as
don't
Mrs.
know.
Claus.
I know. But then also, you know what I think about? I'm like, I know we critique obviously take this with a grain of salt. We are not drag queens. We don't know what it's like to be in the show. So we're just looking at it. We're
Yes.
critiquing from our couch, like how people look at their phone and they're critiquing from the Met Gala from their couch. You know what I
Yes.
mean? It's like just to
Yeah.
just to give that because it's obvious that we're not trying to say that we know these things, but you know what I mean. If somebody just randomly comes across as like, well, I don't know, they're not drag queens.
Yeah.
We know that. We're just having fun here.
Yes. But
We're critiquing this as a fan that I can throw together a little outfit. That's
yeah,
sometimes,
I can't.
but it's okay. I feel like you'd be good in comedy challenges though. I feel like your mind is sharp, so I feel
Yes.
like you could do good improv. I
Oh
think.
yeah. I feel
Like you
like
think on your feet.
snatch game. I feel like I might be all right at.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or
Who'd
like,
you do? Who'd you do? I'm
oh,
trying to think.
who would? Do you have your options? Because you have those queens that only bring one option.
Yeah.
Like on All Stars, when was it season 9 when
Yeah.
they both did Liberace, and I was like, really? Like you couldn't come up with a second option. You're both just doing Liberace. I was like, okay.
They also got to play that. They play that up for TV because it's like there's no way that you didn't think of a single, like if I heard somebody else in the workroom was doing like the same one as me, I would say, okay, so now I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna brainstorm and I'm gonna
Yes. But also, you know ahead of time that Snatch Game is an option. So you
yeah,
have to come up with people to pick. So are you just not picking at least two people?
yeah, I
Like,
know.
obviously, you don't know who's going to be on the show with you. So you don't know if they're going to pick the same person. But not having a second option.
Hmm.
Would you go the route more of y- making up a character that doesn't really exist? Like when they did the
Or
gold.
one that you could like, or one that you could like play with, like one that you have minimal, like there's minimal knowledge about
Yes.
it, so you can just kind of
Like I
like how Rose
love.
was Mary, Queen of Scots, and she
Yes.
just kind of ran.
Yes. And I loved when Trinity did Lucifer as being like really gay. And
Yeah,
it
she's like, you
just was
call me
like,
Lucy. All my friends
all my friends do.
do.
And Bianca Del Rio will be taking over. Um, or
Bianca catching strays, watching that from her house, like, what?
what? I mean, she's not wrong, but what? Um,
I can literally
but
hear her voice saying that. What? I mean,
I
she's not
don't
wrong.
know. I don't know if I would do a celebrity because I mean, you saw like Aiden Zane, how horrible that was. I don't want to be like. What if I think I'm gonna have a good impression and I end up like that?
Yeah.
So I might have to pick one that's like,
Or if you do or if you do a celebrity, do one that's past so you know they won't see it.
yeah, something
You
like
know what
that.
I mean?
Um, or like who was it? Lady Camden, I think it was, who did
She
Shakespeare,
did Shakespeare.
which was also like she could have done better, but overall it was decent. But like something like that.
Yeah. It was one of the more decent ones in that
Yes.
Snatch game.
Yeah, you either do one of the
Yeah.
made up, someone whoever it was did the Gold Tooth Fairy.
Yeah.
Horrible, but
Funny enough, I think I don't know what the timing was on that, but weirdly enough, if you go back before that happened, if you watch all that, and it stuck out to me because I'm like, these are it's the exact same thing being mentioned twice. So I wonder if she knew about this at all. If you go back to when they did the all winners um all stars and they did the one runway where they were like, you know how it was like combining two things together, like
hmm
it was like Trinity was like Rue, Paul, Charles the second, like that runway where
yes,
they had to combine things
yep.
together. Shea Coulee does a runway, and she's the gold tooth fairy on the runway,
Oh
and
yes,
that happened
yep,
before that.
yep,
So I don't know if I don't know how much time in between, or if she even knew. I don't know. I think maybe it had aired by then. So I'm wondering if like Tsunami Muse saw that and was like,
yeah.
interesting. Like,
But
you know what I mean? Because
that was
it
a
was
good,
so
but yeah.
specific. It was so specific. So I'm like, where did she get this from? And then I saw that and I was like, oh, wait,
But then
hold on.
then you have Rosa Parks, another good option, not done well, but like a good option because she hasn't been around. I mean, it's been a long time, and you could play
Yeah,
a
I
lot.
know. I
Uh,
know. I know. You gotta
well, she
have
died in
you gotta
2005, so
okay.
that's wild. That 2005 is. I mean, it's a
It's
long
not that
time
long
ago.
ago.
It's not, but it is, I guess. But yeah, 2005. Wow,
How old was she when she died?
92.
Okay. Oh wow. She lived long.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you look up a similar like historic figure, um remember the girl who was in the first like integrated school, Ruby Bridges? She's still alive,
Yes.
and she's not even that old.
Oh
So it's
yeah.
like wild how to think of, well, because when everything happened, she was like a little kid. So I'm
Yep.
like, it kind of makes sense, but it's wild to think about
Yeah,
like the
she's only
passage of time. Like,
71.
yeah, somebody, what was it? It was like a post or something where it was like, there's a possibility, something about Shrek, where it was like something, it might have been Rosa Parks or something. It was like, there's a possibility that Rosa Parks could have seen Shrek.
Yes.
She didn't die
Yes, it
until
was Rosa Parks
2005.
because she died October 24th, 2005. And
Hmm.
let's see. The first Shrek,
Shrek came out in 2001.
Shrek
I'm pretty sure.
2001. Shrek 2 came out in 2004.
God, she could
So
have
she
showed.
would have
I hope she
seen
saw Shrek too.
so she would have at least
I hope
seen
she
the
saw him.
first two. The third one, no, 2007. The first two?
Mhm. I could do a whole. We could do a whole separate episode on the legacy that is Shrek.
Okay, yes, because I need to rewatch the last few.
There's part, weirdly enough, just from clips that have resurfaced, the last one is kind of good. Like there's parts of it
Is
that are
it?
kind of good. Three, I've seen like maybe once or twice, and it's not. I don't know. But four, there's like like memes of it have resurfaced that have just been funny. Like I don't know if you've ever seen the clip of the guy with the. You ever seen the thing about the chimichanga stand? The
No.
chimichangas.
Wait.
Fiona's like, because there's a whole plot of like, I think she has to like save Shrek, or he's somewhere trapped, or she's looking for him, and she's rallying, and it's kind of cool. She's getting like an army together of like her and like all the princesses are with her. So it's like Cinderella and Snow White and Sleeping Beauty are like all kind of like in a little like girl gang with her, and they're trying to like fight people. And then you gotta just look it up, but she's like making it like a game plan of like what they need to do. So she has like all these like maps and like things set up, and then some character who I don't know who he is or why he's there, so I need to rewatch it to get the context. And then she's like, "So we'll take this route over here, and then we'll go over to." And then she looks at there's something like like a little like food stand. It looks like sitting on the map because she has like literal miniatures like set up. And then she goes, "What is that?" Cookie, like there's a character named Cookie, and it's another ogre. So I don't know if this is like a relative of hers. I don't know. She's like, "What is that?" And he's like, "That's my chimichanga stand." And then she's like, "Cookie, we don't need a chimichanga stand." He's like, "Trust me, Fiona, after all this fighting, you're gonna be hungry, okay?" Like it's like such a stupid like
That's
clip that
in the
look
third one?
you gotta you that's in the fourth one. It's in
Oh.
the fourth one. And then Fiona just has this like subplot where she's like fighting with all the princesses, and they're like doing I don't know the context again. I think Shrek gets like trapped or somewhere and she has to go save him, which again, cool to like flip the script and have her not be like the damsel in distress and she has to
Yeah.
save him. But I need to rewatch it. But the clips that I've seen resurface is like, yeah, there's a whole thing of the princesses like getting ready for battle, and the there's like there's like a rock song playing, and they're like ripping off their sleeves, and one of them has like tattoos, and it's like really it's funny. I don't know. We'll have to like rewatch it,
Oh
but
yeah.
look up that clip after about that. I'll probably find like the actual clip of it resurfaces every once in a while. Like it's funny. But like, yeah, there's a possibility that Rosa Parks has seen
The
Shrek too.
first the first two Shreks.
Yeah. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
cinema. I hope she was there in. I hope she was
Oh.
there, like in this.
Oh. Yes. I mean, you have to. It's Shrek. How can you not? You
Hey,
know? At least for the first two. Yes.
hey, if it re-released, I would see it in theaters again. I don't think I've seen. I don't know if I have. Maybe the second one. I don't think the first one, but
No.
there's a possibility that I saw the second one in theaters. I
I
don't
feel like I
know.
probably saw the first one.
Maybe I think
Well,
I
it's
might have seen the third one
2001,
with
so maybe
friends.
not.
I don't think I saw the first one in
It must have
theaters. I
been the
don't think.
second one.
Do you remember? We're gonna get back to. Do you remember what the maybe the first movie you ever saw in theaters was? Because I do. Because I got scared. Because
Wait,
I was
what is
little.
it?
The Rugrats movie.
Rugrats
The
in Paris?
No, like the Rugrats movie,
Oh,
like the
like
first.
the huh?
Yeah.
Who's Reptar?
No, it was something like because a lot of it was just like a lot of loud things, and this isn't a theater. I literally saw it in a movie theater that doesn't exist anymore, which is kind of eerie to think about. Like it's not even my childhood theater. It was another theater that like closed a couple of years after that. But I think it was just one of the things where, because you know how when it gets into the Rugrats movie, there was a whole thing with like they go on the adventure and they're like on a train and they're in the
Yeah.
wild. No, I think it was just the loud noises in general. I was straight up 4 years old in this theater, so I don't know if I was just too young, but I just got scared because of like the loud noises. I
Yeah.
remember it was like, you know how when you see like your first memories and you kind of like vague, like you don't
Yes.
know exactly what happened, but you have like a vague like outline. I
Yeah.
just remember like it being loud and I get scared and I cried and then we left. Like my mom took me
Oh,
because I was
I honestly
crying.
don't remember.
But I think that was probably the first movie I saw in theaters. Let me look up Rugrats movie.
I don't remember what my first movie was.
Yeah, it was. It came out in 1998, so I was 4. So that was. I don't remember the first movie I watched that I wasn't upset in, but that one, I kind of like vague memories of it.
I'm trying to think.
I don't know.
I honestly don't remember.
Just think about it, and then we'll come back in like a couple of episodes and be like, "So I figured it
So I figured it out.
out."
I mean, I can't tell you what my first movie was, but I know for a fact that I saw the Hannah Montana movie in theaters.
Did you really? That's
Yes,
crazy.
and I saw High School Musical 3 in theaters.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Did I
how
see
can you
it in theaters?
not? Absolute cinema.
That was your number one. That was your
Oh,
boy. That was your number one man.
still
Which
is.
I understand. Look at him. Look at
Yes.
him.
Yes.
I definitely saw. I saw the Percy Jackson movie
Oh, I don't think I
because
think
that was speaking of masks. Logan.
to this
That's
day,
they call it.
yes.
To this, no, straight up like he vaguely he'll like not post, but like people will post things of him and it'll surface, and then like people. I think it was a picture of him a couple years ago got posted, and he has like traces of like gray hair, and people are like, "Oh my god!" like,
Oh,
and he still looks good. He still.
and he's just good looking. Like he aged really
Oh
well.
yeah. People make joke like this used to be all over Tumblr too, but it's like you know how people will be like white boy of the month or like he's the white boy of the century.
Yeah.
Oh God, we get into a whole other pivot of that. We can get into a whole other pivot of our first crushes if ever.
Yes. He's just so good looking.
Oh, I know. Baby blues, the baby blues.
Mm-hmm. Oh
So
yeah,
by
the
now
picture
we're
of
at the
him with the
halfway
little gray in
point.
his hair.
Yeah, yeah. I think it was either posted by his wife or like somebody that was there. I don't know, wife, girlfriend. I don't know, partner. We'll just say it's his
Yeah.
partner. But he was like hiking somewhere. I think everybody was like, "Oh my god!" It's like he's not on. It's funny when people that you've seen like in the past, like somebody posted that, and then the comments were like, "It's like seeing an ex." like,
Uh-huh.
it's like seeing an ex that you're still on good terms.
Also him in Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Oh God, that movie was formative.
Mm-hmm.
The movie and the book and the book. That's one of the few books that I've reread. Like I've probably read that book like 3 times.
Yeah.
So good.
So good.
I wish that somebody who had the who good like video altering skills would take that movie and alter Ezra Miller out of it because okay, what
Yeah.
he ended up playing. But I always have this joke where I'm like, you ever see that viral video years ago when somebody edited Full House to not include Michelle?
Yes.
They
Yeah.
physically took her out. I'm like, can somebody do that with Ezra Miller in this movie? So, even if you just hear him and then it's just like blank, like
Mm-hmm.
uh, someday. That'll be my magnum opus after I retire. I'll learn video editing skills good enough to edit him out of that movie
Yes.
fully. I'm dead. So now we're at the midway point of
Is
the
that my
show.
camera?
It was a relevant transition because
Yes.
we did make it to the midpoint of the show.
Yes. Well, I think we said it already. But Angeria just walking around in the audience.
Oh, I know.
First of all, I didn't
That
know.
happened towards the second half of the show.
And
I don't
I
think she did that
honest,
in the beginning. Like,
yes, I didn't even know she was doing that.
yeah, I know.
And then all of a sudden,
And so she straight up walked by us. And we
she
were
just
like,
casually just hanging out with a group of people, and I was like, oh, then she walked by, went upstairs, and was talking to everybody up there, and then came
Uh-huh.
back down and just casually walking by. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, yeah.
It
She
is like
felt
seeing a
comfortable.
celebrity just that close to you. You're
Yeah.
like, oh,
Oh, I know. And then you really get a gauge for, well, everybody's you're, I'd say, like, average height. I am short,
yeah,
so most people are tall to me. So
yes.
she just walked by and I'm like, "Oh my god."
Uh huh.
And I was cracking up because at one point there was like a not a tape, but like a little like barrier thing that you clip. I don't know what they're called, but you know what I'm talking about, like the
Yes.
thing to barricade away. And Andrew came back and at one point just opened it and just
Uh
didn't
huh.
put it back.
Yep.
And then I also loved at one point when she was like talking to people in the audience, like going back and forth, and then they said, "Oh, you got your drinks? Did you get me one?" And then the person goes to hand her drink, and she's like, "No, I don't want your drink."
I want my own. And someone
And then
did
they
actually
came
get
back
her a
from the.
drink.
Well, I was about to say, then they come back from the intermission, and that was one of the first things. Was like, "You actually got me a
Uh
drink?
huh.
Oh my god!" Like it was awesome. Uh,
And then
and
who?
also shout out to, I don't know who was doing it, but shout out to the person that was holding up the physical tip jar and like walking around because
Oh,
that had to
yes.
have been a time. That had to have been a time because they were trying to make. I don't know how they. I saw the person like fully go into that like front crowd, so I'm like kudos to them because like you're walking through all these people
Oh, yeah.
and the person didn't look that tall and they're just like holding this big like
Yep.
bin like above their. And so I was like, I'm gonna save you the trouble. You don't have to come back here. I'll just Venmo
Oh,
tip you.
yeah. They had a Venmo on the screen.
Which is actually really good for situations like that, because Andrew said the same thing. Now, how are we going to tip in this situation? Because it wasn't like Bud 2 King. Bud 2 King was at the perfect venue for
Yes.
tipping because everybody's sitting down. There's full aisles where you can just walk and dance through. So, but hey, they made do. They
Yes.
made do for sure.
And
And
then,
then we got the second part of the show now because they
yes.
had an intermission, which I was surprised by. I didn't expect, but it was nice. It was a pleasant surprise. I'm like,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
we got a little intermission going.
It just gave everyone a chance to get a break and,
Get another drink or
yeah.
something,
Hmm.
which we did.
And
Also, I love
then,
how your drink. I love how your drink came in a full-on like insulated like cup.
yes. I was very confused, but okay. It
Yeah,
stayed cold the entire time.
yeah. Oh my god.
It's just really random because yours did not. Yours just came in a like a plastic cup,
I know.
and I was like,
I
all
was like,
right.
damn. All
And
right.
then she, because you were getting the pretzels, and then she put your drink down, and then she put my drink down in a tumbler. I was like, oh, I would have kept it if it said something on it that
Yeah,
was related to the show in any way, but it was
yeah.
just plain.
It was plain.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it was also like the size of the drink too. It was like not like it's not the size of like a tumbler that you would like actually use. So it was like
Oh
a very
no,
strange.
it was
Like
like an awkward
the
size.
only I know the only thing that I was saying was like, oh, if you go to the movies, you can like sneak
That's
wine,
true.
but
Yeah.
there's you could technically take like another like cup that you have at home and then just get one of those tumbler type lids
Yes.
if you wanted to do that.
Yeah.
But you know, some places have wine at the movies. You know,
Oh yeah, they have movie theaters now that um you can order food and drinks and have it like delivered to you.
yeah, we have technology now.
Yes. I mean, my drink
So then
was
now we're
good,
at
but
the
it had
second.
tequila in it, which is like a little bit too
Yeah,
much.
yeah. And then you pivoted. You were like, I'll have a rum and coke.
Yeah, I'll stick with what I know.
Yeah, which I affectionately call because it's my husband's favorite drink. So I said, you got the Craig special.
Yes. It's just a good, simple drink.
Hmm.
You don't
Do
need
you
much.
care what rum they put in it? Because he'll ask for a Captain if they have it. He'll say, "Can I get a
I don't even
Captain
notice.
and Coke?"
Although Captain probably would be the best, but I never noticed.
Yeah, I mean, I think they use. I saw them make your drink, and I think they use Bacardi, which I'm like, that makes sense.
Oh yeah, it's a very common drink
I think they use
amongst us.
Tito's vodka too for the vodka.
Yeah.
It's again typical.
Yeah.
But now we're in the second part of the show, and we got to see some Philly drag,
Yes.
which is awesome. Which is awesome. We have the icon, the legend, host of But Two King show, Eric
Yes.
Chappie.
He's iconic.
Oh, I love it.
He's
I love it.
so entertaining.
I was about to say, let me get because I don't know. I want to address the pronouns correctly, so I'm like, hold on, let me
Oh
look
yes.
at Instagram. No, I'm glad that they have that on Instagram, so you can just she they. So
Okay.
they are awesome.
Yes, they're
There we
awesome.
go. Yes.
Just on like the presence
I
on
think he was
stage,
I think they were wearing like the outfit was kind of like a vaguely like a
like
trans
the
flag.
trans flag, because
Yeah.
they wore that at the Pride uh, event the next day.
Yeah.
Like I saw pictures on their Instagram, and they were in the same outfit.
hmm Yeah. Awesome. The hair was cool too.
Oh yes.
We got a nice little Rocky Horror number,
Hmm.
which I was jamming out. I mean, I'm big. I over the last couple of years, I've definitely become more of a fan of Rocky Horror, so I'm like very into it.
Yes, I need to rewatch it.
It's good.
It's been so long.
It's good. Oh God, it's good. Like the original movie with Tim Curry.
Uh huh.
You got Tim Curry, you got Susan Sarandon, you got Richard Quinn. It's the same.
Oh, and I feel so bad. And again, because we
What
were
what
talking
is the
about what,
character? But she's the one that's in like the maid's outfit. Hold on, let me get the actual.
and the problem with, because we're going back to drag in this episode,
Yes.
Zayn had the audacity to be like, I saw her, like we had lunch together, and then when he was like, "Oh, I'm doing Patricia Quinn," and they were like, "Oh, Rocky Horror," no, her crazy kooky old lady self, and it's like that's offensive. Um,
Yeah.
just a little bit.
Yeah. She was Magenta in
Magenta, that's what it. Yes.
the original Rocky Horror. Have you seen the cast for the Broadway? I low key, I want to go. Like it looks good. Like the new like Broadway that they're doing now
Oh
of Rocky
no,
Horror.
who's in it?
Oh, it looks awesome. Well, let me bring up the cast. We can have as much pivots as we want. This is
Yes.
our show.
Yeah, this is our podcast. We'll do what we
This is
want.
our podcast. If you don't like it, leave. No,
Leave, and then please come back. Um,
no, please. But before you go, leave a like, leave it.
subscribe.
Yeah. So right now, it's called Richard O'Brien's The Rocky Horror Picture
Yeah.
Show. Playing at Studio 54. Is that the Studio 54? No way they pivoted and turned Studio 54 into it. Wow. Did they really?
That'd be awesome.
Did they really they changed the nightclub into a, I don't know if it's the same Studio 54 because maybe that was in LA. I don't know, actually. Well, the theater is just called Studio 54
Oh,
either
okay.
way. But I don't know for sure. Don't quote me on that if it's not the same nightclub. But right now on Broadway, you vaguely recognize some of these people, but Dr. Frankenfurter is played by the actor Luke Evans. If you know who that
Okay.
is,
Yes. Yes. Yep.
he's Frankenfurter.
Okay.
Janet is Stephanie Shu. I mean, recently she was in the movie Everything Everywhere All at Once, but she's
Okay.
also like Broadway. She's been on Broadway. The narrator is SNL alumni Rachel Dratch, who's like, I don't know if you've ever seen the skits where they're like Debbie Downer. They're like, wah, wah, wah. I don't know if you've ever seen that,
How
but
do you
she's
spell that? Rachel.
Rachel Dratch, Dratch. You'll recognize her face if you see her.
Oh
You've
yes.
definitely seen. Yeah, she's the narrator.
Yeah.
So she's the one that sits in like the ascot and like narrates the show. We got Amber Gray as Riff Raff, so that's cool. Like a little pivot, a little gender pivot there.
Yes.
And then Magenta is Juliette Lewis, like the actress Juliette Lewis. Like,
Really? Wow.
yeah. Um, an actress that was in Pose is Columbia, Michaela J. Rodriguez. We need to watch Pose also. I've heard that that's actually
Oh yes, I
like
heard
pretty
good
good.
things about it.
Rocky is actress Josh Rivera, who I think was in the most recent Hunger Games, like the Ballad of Songbird and Snakes. I think that's where he's from.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
recognize him.
He also used to date Rachel Zegler, so at one point they were like
Awkward.
an item. Were. Not anymore. I don't think so. At least not according to their Instagram. And then Eddie slash Dr. Scott is Harvey Guillen. So I think some of these people are just straight up Broadway alumnus,
Yeah.
but you got to look up their recent like performance. It looks like a really good show, and I've heard good things. I would like to see that for sure. But
Yes.
yeah, everybody in that they were like Luke Evans. Everybody was like, huh? But
That's so
he kills it.
random.
No, he kills it though. Like if you look at the like I saw them perform at the Tonys. They've been like performing on like the late night shows and stuff, and it's good. It's good. I don't know how they like correspond. I mean, maybe they modernize it or change it in some type of way, but I don't know. It looks like a good production. And then we had some more Philly drag. We
Yes.
saw a queen that we've seen for the first time, Miss Peaches, and damn, she can dance.
Oh
She can dance.
yes.
She was moving. She was moving.
She was doing a lot of high kicks. I'm like, Jesus,
Oh,
I wish I could do
I
that.
know, high energy.
Yep.
And then apparently I saw on Instagram that after she wasn't at the end of the show because she went to another gig, and then
Hmm.
apparently the other gig that she went to was at the Fillmore, and Stephanie Steele was at that gig.
Oh
So
my
I'm
god.
like,
So many.
everybody,
Yes.
damn, that's three Philly. Like I'm sure there's more. I'm sure there's more,
Oh yeah.
but Stephanie Steele, Eric Jeffy, and Miss Peaches, get them on Drag Race. Because what are you doing?
Hmm.
What are you doing? What are you doing, Rue? I'm sure that I don't even know if they want if they don't want to or haven't auditioned. I'm sorry, I don't know, but
I would love to see them on Drag Race.
oh, for sure,
We
oh,
need
for
more
sure,
Philly
it's gonna
drag.
be even more. I was about to say yeah, because oh, speaking of Philly drag, we might as well mention it now. Who
Yeah.
else was in the building that we were
Oh,
like, oh
first
my god, surprise, surprise?
they were just well. First they were talking about Sophia Cristal just in general,
I know,
and
I
then well,
know.
because earlier when they kept talking about Mandy Mango, and I was like, oh my god, is she going to be here? Because they
Yeah,
kept bringing her
yeah,
up, and then they were just
yeah.
saying the amazing work she does, and I'm like,
I
okay,
think she was at. Funny enough, I think she was also at that other. Must have been. It was a. It was a night packed with a lot of events because the day after was the Pride March. So I think Mandy
yeah,
was at that other event that I just mentioned with Stephanie and Miss Peaches went to that event at the Fillmore where we saw
oh yeah,
Butcher King. No,
yes,
no, 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 no. Alyssa. We saw Alyssa there. I'm getting my venues mixed up. The place where we saw Alyssa was where that other event was. So it was
yeah.
like it was a packed night of events. But then they kept talking about Saphira, so we were like, hmm, like, what's going on? And then, to our surprise, they mentioned she's in the damn building, and we're like,
The way
what?
that they just so casually like, yeah, she's here, and we're like, oh my god, is she coming out on stage? And they're like, yeah, she's just somewhere in the audience. I'm just not sure where she is. And I was like, oh my god.
And we were just like looking around, like we're at the bottom part of the venue, all the way in the back,
Uh
so
huh.
we're like not like I didn't know if she was gonna like come around from like the side, like because people kept walking across this vaguely. Like Eric Jeffrey walked past us, and Jerry walked past us because the way we were sitting, kind of like right near a pivot to get out of the side of the
Yeah.
venue. So I didn't
Hmm.
know if Saphira was gonna like come through and literally walk past us too. And I was like, what? What? Like we were like, I was already
Hmm.
like, by the time that this was revealed, we were already like, I was a drink and a half in already. So I was
Yes.
like,
Yep.
what? Sorry to like feeling
Yes.
it. But then they just pivot, they just get a spotlight and go up to the balcony, and Zephyr's just chilling there.
Out of drag. Just
I'm drag just chilling.
and apparently she and Angeria called her like not too long before to see if she would just show up.
Yeah,
And she was
yeah.
like, I'm making
Because
sticky
she was
rice.
probably I know that yeah, I know because I I saw in like her like schedule because she'll put like the schedule up of like events that's happening, and she had a lot going on for the next day, which was like the day of like the Philly like Pride March and
Yeah.
everything. So she was probably just chilling at home, like, okay, I'm just gonna like get my energy up for tomorrow.
Yeah.
And Jerry got her to come out to the club when she was making mango sticky rice.
Uh-huh.
Which why didn't they? Where the joke was right there for a Mandy Mango joke, but Mandy Mango
Yeah. I thought they were gonna
that
make a joke and they didn't. And I was like, oh,
that's okay. That's they're not RuPaul. RuPaul turns everything into a
uh-huh.
pun. So. But the reason also too was that I confirmed. I was like, oh yeah, that's stuff. Because at first I really thought that Andrea was just like trolling at first. She was just like, yeah, she's in the building. Like I
Mm-hmm.
was like, oh yeah, sure. But multiple times when I've seen people like either take pictures of her like out of drag, like in a place, or like, oh, I because it's Philly, so like, and
Yeah.
she posts like on her story, like she'll repost like most things, like if people take a picture with her. So then she always wears this like hat that's like black and it has like spikes on it, like a
Yes.
little like I don't know how to describe. It's not real spikes, but you know what I mean.
Yes.
What it
Yeah.
looks like, kind of. I can't describe it, but spikes that aren't like fully pointy. I don't know,
Yeah.
just kind of like a jeweled kind of like situation. But I recognized the hat because when she was turning, like the hat was like literally like sparkling, and that was what confirmed it. I was like, "Yep, she's right there." So I like
Uh-huh.
pointed to you, and I was like, "She's right there." Like, so we were in the presence of Miss Safira Crystal, which
And
is awesome.
I
That's crazy
love
to me.
how they were saying, "Oh, you know, to the world, whatever, like she shouldn't have won, or whatever." But to Philly, like she's just the winner. Like, yes,
It's not just Philly; it's a lot of people.
it's the
Sometimes
world because you
that's
can't tell me, and it still bothers me that Nymphia won.
yeah.
Like her
It's
drag's amazing, but you beat Saphira?
I know. That just shows that if Saphira's ever gonna come back from for an all-star, she's gonna steamroll the
Oh
competition.
yes,
Her podcast is a very good listen as
yes,
well. So it's very good. She's had Dawn on there. She's had Plasma on there. She's had Monet, I think. So she's had a lot of different.
yeah,
No, and that her and Plasma even get into a discussion about. She's like, "You had him in the bag," and then she goes, "And Nymphy and those damn balloons."
uh
I'm
huh,
like, "Yeah, that's literally the. It's literally like it was Sasha Velour all over again, and I love
yes.
Sasha Velour. Don't get me wrong, but like I really thought, like even watching it back, I was like, how did Shay know?
I
See,
know. Yes,
that's pretty crazy. Like that's pretty crazy.
yeah,
But it was like that situation again. Like it was like that. Like she was like the favorite to win, and then
and didn't. Yeah.
lip sync, I guess. Oh, that's wild. But hey, that's the rules. It
Hmm.
comes down to the lip sync.
I just can't.
Oh man. What about the second half of the show though? We had some fun bangers in the second half of the show.
I loved that Darlene did the climb, which is just
Fuck
so
it.
random.
Fuck it. The climb at the drag.
Yes.
And she wasn't dressed like Miley. She wasn't on theme.
No, there was
She was
nothing.
wearing like a little I think she was wearing like a leopard print like
Yes.
mini dress.
Yeah, it did not match. The hair
Like
didn't scream Miley or
I'm like,
Hannah,
girl,
like
whatever
nothing.
they'll be like, girl, whatever lyrics you want, girl, whatever outfit you want.
Yeah, just be you. Just do it. Just go for it. And
And
I
then
love,
before that, we also got in what I would like to call was like an ethereal number of Juicy Love Dion doing Total Eclipse of the Heart,
oh my god, wait, love.
which I think was
Yes.
one of the, I think it was one of, was she in that lip sync? I think it was, right?
I
I'm pretty
think
sure.
so. Yeah.
I think
Oh,
maybe.
but her outfit in that number?
Oh, it was awesome. It was awesome. She was making good use of the wind zones.
Yes.
Like it was awesome. I think it might have been. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it might have been a reference to the actual like music video back in the
Yes.
day, like
Yeah.
with Bonnie Tyler. I think she was wearing something similar, like a flowing like white
Yeah.
outfit. I'm pretty sure, but that was awesome. That was like a moment where we were like, yes, like everybody was like locked in. Just that
Mhm.
room was silent when she was doing that performance because it was ethereal. That's the only
Oh,
word that I
yes.
can think of to like. And then I leaned over to you and I said, easily the most talented Dion.
Uh-huh.
I think so. I think so. I think so. I'm sorry, but I think so.
Yeah. Yeah.
Athena comes to my house and murders me. No,
But
she's at the
the
door. What
whole
you say?
thing was like, how are you the technically, I guess, the grandmother? How are you
Hmm.
the grandmother and you went home before your granddaughter?
I know. I
Y-
know.
You have
Hey,
more life and experience in drag, and she did way better than you did.
I know. Because it's like I guess there's part of just. I mean, obviously, I don't know the experience, but it's like Athena seems like the person where she's actually taking on like a role, like she's actually being like a mentor in other ways to
Yes.
these people.
Yeah.
So it's like give and take. Like I think she's also like running, like she runs a lot of the gigs and stuff
Yeah.
too. So I think she's more doing like maybe she's hosting more or
Right.
doing stuff like that. So strengths, in certain areas. Like
Yeah.
she's rumored to come back for All Stars, by the way, now. So we'll see if that
Oh, yeah.
the next one. So I'm like, I don't know. But the bracket that they got her in, I'm like, girl,
Yeah. I just
you're not.
wish they took a one at least one break from the bracket. Like,
Yeah,
I don't hate the bracket, bring it back, but every season from now on is just going to be bracket style. No stars.
yeah,
No.
yeah. I know.
Bring back an all winners.
And yeah, and now it's pivoting to like I don't know if this is gonna be the case every single time, but it's like I get that it's called Drag Race, but do we have to have the sport car pun every
Yeah.
time? Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
now they've done the thing where like and they did 2 seasons in a row fully where like they introduce themselves as if they're commentating on sports, which is funny. I get it.
Yeah.
You can do it sometimes, but to do it every single time, now it's getting
Yeah.
that part's getting repetitive to me.
Uh-huh.
Like when Rue and Michelle dress up in the little like outfits and they're like, "Hi, I'm something something," and they're acting like they're sports
Yes. The
commentators. It's like I don't
sportscasters. And it's
know.
like, huh? The first time was funny. After the first time, no. Yeah. But I would
I
love
think
an
we could
all
just pivot
winners.
bracket colors. Could we just do something?
I would
Can we
love take a break from the bracket, do like maybe an all winners,
do another all winners? Okay.
because the first
Oh
all winners was just a standard
yeah, yeah.
all winners, and then you had
And they
the
need to do it the same way. They need to do it the same way. Like
but then
don't
yes,
get in. Don't let anybody get eliminated. Do the like the
yes,
point
yep,
thing. So
and then they also did you like All Stars 9 with the charity?
yeah, because you know why I did it created it was the same thing like with all winners because nobody went home. There was no stakes and everyone was relaxed.
Yes, and they
Which
were
I guess
playing
can
for
be a good and
charity,
a bad
so
thing. I
yeah,
get it. It can be a good and a bad thing because it's like, oh, well, then if people are relaxed, like then they're not performing to their. I see it both ways. The arguments that, oh, if it's no elimination, then people are just kind of not living up to their full potential and they're not giving it their all because they know they're never going
yeah,
home. But at the same time, I like seeing that fun like side of people where they're like kind of just like
and they were playing for
having
charity,
fun with
so
it.
they were still
Yeah,
competitive because they want to win.
yeah,
But
true.
there was no stakes and like, oh, I'm not even if I don't win, I probably still
Yeah,
made a certain amount for charity.
yeah,
And I loved I some of the funniest reads were in that All Stars 9.
I know.
I love when Roxy looks at Vanjie and goes, Miss Vanjie, like, oh, I didn't know you were going to be here. And judging by your outfit, neither did you.
You didn't either.
And then she's like, cut the camera, cut the camera.
Not the kid.
And then
Uh,
got Mick, who was it towards? Maybe Georges? Where she was like, oh, your liver is so black and shriveled. It's like 16 base tapes away from hosting RuPaul's Drag Race. think that was George. George's or maybe Vanjie. It's so
I think
funny.
so. I think so. And then she looks over. So it was like a read for RuPaul also.
Uh huh.
RuPaul lives.
Oh yeah.
RuPaul lives. Oh my god. Yeah, we need. Oh yeah, they didn't have a. There's no reading challenge yet for.
Nope.
I guess they wait until they
They
merge to
merged.
do that. I think
Yeah, reading
because
challenge
again
and
that's another challenge that they wouldn't just give away to a random bracket because that would be legitimately unfair.
yeah.
Sorry, I'm slurring my words. It's midnight.
Yes.
A long day out in the heat now.
Oh yes.
I was inside for most of it, but damn it is summertime. I will say that.
Uh huh. And it's not even just hot out. It's like the musty hot, like the
Yeah,
humid, gross hot.
let's gear up because supposedly I don't know. This could change, but supposedly they said we're in for a very hot summer. So I'm like,
Great. Great.
well, I'm gonna be spending it in my new centralized air conditioning
Yes.
that I finally have in my.
Yes. Because I
Oh
took a, let me
God.
tell you, I took a walk when I got home from work, so it wasn't as bad as during the day. But I was
Yeah,
so hot that when I stepped inside my house, I was like, yes,
yeah.
this is so nice.
It's the time of year when you step outside and you're literally just like, oh, I'm already sweating. Like I walked like a block.
I was so
Freaking-
mad last week when I stepped outside, got in my car, got to work, and I felt like I need more deodorant. And I'm like, are you joking? I spent 2 seconds outside
Oh,
going to my car.
uh, I
Oh
know.
my god, I hate this.
God,
But then I always complain when it's cold, so yeah,
can't win. I can't
I
win.
can't. I mean, I still think I'd rather be hot than cold.
Yeah, yeah. Because I
So
just get so physically uncomfortable
yes,
when
and then
it's.
they say like, oh, well, you can just put a bunch of layers on and be warm. Why would I want 15 layers just to be warm?
Yeah,
But as a woman, you can't really take too much off. So
again, if you're home by yourself,
that's true.
you can't. Oh,
They say, you know what they say, and I don't know if I could ever do this, but I read somewhere that it's healthier for your body if you sleep with no underwear on. Like
do they say why it's healthier?
I
Is it
guess
just
to
because you're
let
not
let
constricting yourself? I guess.
yeah, and to
Just like,
let your downstairs like breathe. But
hmm.
I just would not. I would just feel uncomfortable with no underwear on.
Well, for me, it's like if I have some type of like if I have like sleeping shorts on or like a pair
Mm,
of pants, that's
maybe
different.
maybe I could do it,
You know what I
but
mean? But it's not like I'm not
yeah,
like free ball, like just completely. No,
yeah,
I don't ever. I don't do that. I don't, I'm a married
no,
woman, and I still wouldn't do.
no, especially not during certain time of month. Then you would definitely have to wear
Oh no
something.
no no.
But
Oh no no no
someone was like, it's
no
better to let it breathe, and I'm like, but now I just have no underwear on. Like that's uncomfortable unless I'm wearing
no.
something underneath, like shorts.
Yeah, and
But
just like the natural downstairs, it's like something's gonna, you know what I mean? So
yeah,
it's like I'm a woman, you know what I mean? Even if it's not that time, it's like you wear underwear for a reason.
yes,
It's just you know what I mean?
yeah,
So,
yeah.
so no,
I don't
I
like.
understand having like a pajama short and like no undies or like
Yes,
wearing like
yeah,
sweatpants or something, but no, something's gotta give. I don't know.
yeah. No,
I don't think I've ever done that.
me
No,
neither.
I
Honestly,
think
I
it's just
don't
like
wear
something.
like I'm not wearing a bra when I sleep, but I'm also wearing a shirt on top. But like I would never not wear a bra and also not wear a shirt to sleep.
That meme. I'm that meme of you know the picture of Lois Griffin where it's like you wear a tank shirt and then you just the
Yes,
boobs just end up in all random places.
yes,
That's the
I saw.
summertime when you wear a tank shirt. It's like,
But I saw a post, and there's some guy making fun of it, right? But like his titties were potatoes. And so he would just put the potatoes in random places and be like, "This is what a
oh
woman."
yeah, yeah, yeah. This is what happens when you wear a
Yes,
tank shirt when you go to
and
sleep.
there's just like a potato on the
As
bed and a
someone was
potato like
depressed.
near his neck. I'm like, accurate, accurate.
It's like, how did
Especially
you
when
get
you're in
here?
a yeah, especially in a tank. Like,
Yeah, you
oh,
never know what's gonna.
you wake up and you're like, oh, yep, there it is.
There,
Gotta pick it
put it
up.
back.
Hold on. Yeah, put it back. I just, it's
Oh,
the
man.
joys of being a woman, you know?
Yeah. Can we real quick before we pivot? We gotta talk about Mikey's closing number.
Yes.
Glee.
Well, first of
Rachel
all, it's amazing. I mean, if you don't know the meme by now, you should. But
saying.
there was a
What, that
meme
Liam Michelle can't read?
that she can't read. And I don't know how it started or where it started, but there was a rumor that she couldn't read. And it's
Mhm.
by far the funniest thing. And then she went on an
Mhm.
interview, and the guy was asking her, like, oh, there's this rumor going around that you can't read. And she never really directly answered the question, I don't think. Which is, but Mikey did a whole number on it. And she was like, don't sue me, Leah Michelle. And then the next guy was like, JK, she
She
can't
can't
read.
read.
She can't read this.
I commented that on her Instagram post. I was like, your quote about Liam Michelle is my favorite thing of this show.
Yes.
You can't read this. Okay, so I googled it because I do not know, but it said the Leah Michelle can't read meme originated in 2017 from a Facebook Live broadcast by Jay Hunt and Robert Ackerman, host of the pop culture podcast One More Thing. The podcasters were discussing the late Naya Rivera's memoir, Sorry Not Sorry. In the book, Rivera recounts how Michelle refused to improvise scenes on the set of Glee. Hunt and Ackerman jokingly theorized that the reason Leah Michelle never improvised was because she couldn't read, and instead she just relied on having her lines read and memorized.
Oh, yes.
They
Yeah.
stretched this casual joke into an elaborate 40-minute theory that Leah Michelle, having worked on Broadway since she was a child, never learned how to read or write, learning leading to internet memes and a viral video entitled "Leah Michelle is illiterate." Oh
Yes.
my
Yeah.
god! Oh my
That's
god!
so funny.
So they literally just said that she went into Broadway, so she never learned. That's so
That's
bad.
so a
Well,
40-minute
also there's been
conversation.
things I don't I don't feel bad though because low key I've been hearing things over the like I've heard things recently too about Kiki Palmer. Like apparently she was like racist to Kiki Palmer, so I don't really feel bad. And I've been hearing stuff about her being
Oh, for
racist for years.
years. For
So
years.
so
Yeah.
I don't feel that's why we can laugh at it because it's like I don't I'm getting vibes that you're not the best person in the world,
Yeah.
so I don't really feel bad.
I mean, Naya put it
Uh,
out in her book, I think,
yeah,
a lot
yeah,
about it. So,
yeah. And then now apparently Kiki talks about it too, because now Kiki's got a book, which I will
hmm
be reading because I definitely want to read that. But she changes the name of the person, so it's not confirmed. But people are theorizing that if it's not Leah Michelle, then it's Emma Robertson. I'm like, oh, girl, it checks out either way. I'm sorry,
yeah,
but
because
like
of the
they
Scream
can't.
Queens.
Yeah, yeah, because it was literally on the set of Scream Queens. Like she mentions Scream Queens, but she changes like I don't think she mentions Scream Queen. I think she just calls it like a production or something. Like to
But they were
obviously she
both
probably
on
doesn't
it.
want to get.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I mean. She probably doesn't want to get sued,
Oh,
so she
yeah.
like changes. She talks about someone being racist to her on set, but she doesn't.
And we
I'm
know
sure you'll see something about it online.
it's not the other girl. Remember the one that was the lead and her dad?
Senorita Awesome. Sorry, you remember on the show when she called herself Senorita Awesome?
Yes. Yes. Like, it wasn't her
No,
because she made a post about Kiki and, like, defending her, and it was, like, years ago that that post came out. So it wasn't her. So
they're still friends.
yes.
I
So
think,
it would have
or they've
been,
they've kept in touch over the years.
yeah. So it would have been either Leah or Emma.
And honestly, I could see it either way, but it's probably Leah because I haven't, like you said, we've heard things from Naya Rivera. I've also heard Amber Riley say things regarding that.
And
So
remember, and I said this a long time
if the shoe
ago,
fits, you know.
and a long time ago, and I said this on one episode, but there was somebody on the set of Glee that said, well, she was one of the new cast members, and she said that Leah told her she was going to shit on her wig. Do you remember that? It's a wild,
Sorry, but, like, of all
it's a
the things
wild
to say
statement.
to
But
someone,
like, I'm gonna shit in your wig.
oh,
Okay.
it's
And
that sounds really specific. Like, I would be like, if someone said to me, I'd be like, "First of all, this is my real no."
this is
Like you, this is my real hair.
um
Everything comes back to Drag Race,
and then
actually.
Ryan Murphy just comes for whoever's not Leah Michelle. Oh, she never said that. No. She can definitely read.
Okay. She can definitely read. JK, she can't read.
She read
Mikey
all
was
my lines to
crazy
her.
with Julian. Don't sue
Yeah.
me. JK, she can't.
JK, she can't read.
But again, with the racism allegations, it's like, we don't feel bad.
No.
So
And obviously,
she can sing. I'll give her that. She can sing. I'll give her
oh,
that.
she's very talented in that department.
Yeah.
But
Oh my god.
I
So she was basically, can we explain the number for people that didn't know? Like, or for if you weren't there, she was doing the scene from what scene in Glee was Mikey referencing? Because you know more about Glee
oh,
than I do.
I can't remember. What was she doing?
It was when she kept messing up. Like she started
Oh,
singing the song that
yes.
was like the one from Barbara Streisand's "The
Yes, yes.
Rain on My Parade,"
So,
like
well,
that.
she sang that song many times. So she knows
Yeah.
all of the words. So it was towards one of the
Well, her character's like obsessed with Barbara Streisand, isn't
yes,
she?
and Funny
Like that's like her
Girl
like main.
and
Yeah.
just Broadway in general. The
Yeah.
whole premise was in season 5, I think, 4 or 5, when they're getting ready to graduate, she wants to get into like the top performing art school in New York, which is called NIADA, I think. And to get in, you have to audition, and the person that like runs the school is Whoopi Goldberg, which is just a wild person to have. But she was performing, and she kept messing up. And then Whoopi Goldberg was like, that's it." And she's like, "No, no, no, let me try again. Like I know it. I know all the words. I blah blah blah." And she's like, "I gave you enough time, and you failed."
Rip.
But she ended up. I don't know who convinced Whoopi to come back, but someone convinced
Hmm.
her, and she was able to get in. Um,
Yeah.
but Glee's a Glee's a moment. Glee's wild.
We gotta. I gotta watch more of it. I got
The amount of guest
some of the
stars
scenes.
as well is it's one of those shows that just has insane guest stars.
You know, it's one of my favorite things that I've seen was the what was it? Was it Bohemian Rhapsody with her giving birth?
Yes.
Was
So it
Quinn
was
giving birth?
Quinn. She's a high school student. And
Uh-huh.
she was pregnant, but not by her boyfriend. It was a whole thing. But they're at the national competition,
Mhm.
and they finish their number and they go backstage, and her motor breaks, and so like her mom rushes her to the hospital, and Mercedes was in the hospital with her, and then um, Puck, I think, was there because he's technically the dad. So
Mm.
they were in the hospital and she was giving birth. And while she's giving birth, the competition is still going on. So Vocal Adrenaline is singing Bohemian Rhapsody. It's Jonathan Groff, first off, singing Bohemian
Who
Rhapsody.
I was in the same room as at one point, and I didn't even
Oh, yes, yes,
the party in New York City for my friend Jess's film, and then found out hours later, and I was like, I was in the same room as
yes.
like, that's
And
crazy to me. Anyway,
they were singing Bohemian Rhapsody as she was giving birth. And so, like, the high note at the end was her also screaming as she was pushing.
Glee
Wild.
is so crazy, man. Glee is
And
so
then
crazy.
don't forget um, just Will Schuster
Yeah,
and everything.
he's an actual criminal. Like he's an actual criminal. Like
Yes.
there's a video of somebody was like, if he was actually tried for his crimes, this
This
is
is
what they would
how,
be,
yes.
and they like lay it
Yes.
out.
Well, do you know the
God.
whole plot of Glee to begin with?
Yeah, basically, I do. You explained it to me multiple times, I
Yes,
think.
the fact that he was like the Spanish teacher, and then he finds out his wife's pregnant. She's not really pregnant. It's a whole thing. But he needs like a better sustainable job. So he was like, "Oh, I'll pick up extra hours and do the Glee Club."
Hmm.
Um, and so he's trying to get like the football people to sign up, and none of them are signing up. And then, as he's walking by the locker room, he hears Finn singing in the shower.
Hmm.
And
Creepy as fuck.
he's a high school student, underage, and he's like
Yep.
creeping in the bathroom, listening to him singing. Gross. But then he
Weirdo.
realizes like I'm not going to be
Not
able to
not
get
normal. Not normal
no,
behavior.
not normal. And then you realize he's one of the football guys. He's not going to join the Glee Club, so I had to figure out how to get him to join. So he plants weed in his locker,
Literally blackmail a
blackmailed
student
a
to get
high
them
school
to
student,
join.
and said, either this is going on your permanent record and you'll never be able to get any scholarships for football, or just join the Glee Club.
He's an insane
And
person on many levels.
he took it to his grave until like one of the later seasons when they were in college and Finn came back for something, and he's also Finn was his best man.
At what wedding? Wait, I'm like,
He
when he
married
mar-
so
when he
he
did he eventually marries the redheaded lady?
yes.
No,
Yes.
somebody else. Oh, okay, because I was about to say
Hmm.
it's like, who wasn't
So
her?
he
I'm
was an
like,
adult by then,
yeah.
but still. You had
Why
your
doesn't
former high school student be your maid of honor or your best man.
like your best man? Yeah, that's strange. It's very strange. I
Yeah.
don't know. It's just such crazy serendipity of life that both Will Schuester and Matthew Morrison in real life are just both very strange.
And also
Like he does very off-putting things regularly
there's a scene, and I will
to the
send it
point
to
where
you.
there's like YouTube video. There's one
Yes.
YouTube video. I think the YouTuber's name is Casey Ayanzo, and she literally made a tier list of the disturbing things that
Yes.
Matthew Morrison has done, and there's multiple.
Hmm. There was something,
God.
and I have to send you this clip where he's asking Emma to marry him. And because he's the Glee guy, so he wants to perform this whole number. So he gets all the
Mhm.
Glee cast involved, which in hindsight is like a cute idea because that's their lives. So she's sitting, they're in the swimming pool. Like some high schools have big swimming pools. So she's sitting on like the lifeguard stand at the swimming pool.
Mhm.
Um, or no, I think she walks in and they're singing "Marry You," I think, or "Marry Me," the one by Bruno Mars.
Yeah.
Um, and so they're all coming in, and all of them are in the doing like synchronized swimming in the pool, right? And Artie's in a
Mhm.
wheelchair, and you just see him roll into the swimming pool.
Come on. Come on. Eh.
And also, he wasn't actually
The only
disabled,
thing
but
I was about to say, but I'm glad that they didn't make an actual disabled person roll into a swimming pool. However, if they were to make that show today, I would hope that they would pick someone who is actually disabled. If they're gonna have
yes,
that role, or just don't put it in. You know what I mean? So,
but um, they showed him being pushed, and then he just has his hands up like he's like excited, and he just rolls into the pool. Can't.
so
Some of the stuff I'll have to send you all the nut like clips.
I just gotta start watching it again because
That
I
so
don't.
your top shows, Glee
That and Pretty Little Liars. I
and
definitely
Dance
need to
Moms.
Dance
Dance
Moms.
Moms
I've
is hard
seen
to
like a good
watch.
bit of it.
It's good. It's
It
hard to
is,
watch
but
now,
yeah.
but it's a good show. But Pretty Little Liars, it's a good. I genuinely like that show. That's my favorite.
No, I know. I know. It's like your
Um,
favorite show. I definitely need to.
and now that you've seen clips of it out of context, you just have to.
I just gotta put the context back together.
Yes.
And then also put it out of my brain that they're like, it always serves me now too, because I mean, they still do it, but like, when people that are like, I'm like, oh, you're like 30 and you're like definitely
Yes.
playing like, oh, it's,
Yeah. Yep.
hey, Euphoria did that, and then
Yeah.
it's finally over. It's
And the
finally
one
over.
thing,
It's no more.
yes, the one thing about shows like Pretty Little Liars, because it was
Hmm.
on Freeform. So it was back in the mid 2000s. So
Yeah,
it was one of those where you can't check Twitter, otherwise you're going to be spoiled. You had to watch it like
yeah,
live.
yeah,
So when we were in college and like some of the episodes would come on during the week, and I have not go on Twitter and spoil it. And seeing seeing TV shows for the first time and being so shocked at everything,
yeah,
and then you watch it back and you're like, that was pretty obvious. But
yeah. That's why I couldn't like I would have to especially with this last season of God, it was a mess. But anyway,
was it?
this
Yeah,
last season, oh, it was a mess. It was a mess. There's certain things in it that were good, but it's like, oh, thank God it's done. That's all I'm gonna
yeah,
say. Thank God it was done.
yeah.
I don't have to sit down and watch Sydney Sweeney every week. I couldn't.
Oh
There was
yeah,
times where I had to literally fast forward. I could not physically.
yeah.
Let's just say that in this season, her character is made an OnlyFans, and they made that a major plot point in the show.
Oh.
I'm like, I can't do.
But like, was her character like that? Like, would you just?
Well, this guy, the guy that makes the show, when it comes down to it, the guy that's made the show is just like a fucking pervert.
Oh well,
It's like in this last season, every female character, I think, except for Zendaya's character, was in sex work in some way, which I'm like, I get that. But then actual sex workers were commenting on the show and was like, this is not accurate. Like, this is just like porn. Like,
yeah.
it's, there. Somebody put it into perfect perspective where they were like, this is the first TV show that the guy wrote with only one hand. Fill in the blank of what that
Uh-huh.
means. Think about
Yeah.
it. You know,
Yeah.
like, and it was just like badly written. All the storylines were just like, and the one guy writes it all by himself. So this guy is trying to write. This is a white man from California who's a nepo baby. Okay,
Oh
his
yeah.
father was a famous director, so that's why he was able to do this.
Yeah.
Look up the Barry Levinson's son, Sam Levinson. So he's a big nepo guy, but he's one guy refused to have a writer's room and is writing storylines about women, about people of color, about gay people, about trans people, and he's a white guy. That's
Mm.
straight. So I'm
Yeah.
like, stop it.
And he
Get a
just
writer's
looks
room.
like he just
Always
looks
a
like
creep. Always big time creep. Big time creep.
he
Big
just
time.
looks like it.
Big time. Big time. He casted somebody on the show who was in sex work because she did Euphoria porn. Straight up, that happened. I swear to God. Like he
Interesting.
casted someone that was in porn in the show because he saw Euphoria porn. I'm like, I don't want to do.
Oh, and he's married.
I don't.
Gross.
I don't. I don't. I don't want to do. Uh,
Yeah. No.
the show's so embarrassing to the point where Zendaya would not promote it. So
Yeah. I never saw her really promote it.
she got her check and she left. And when Tom was on Amy Poehler's podcast and he was talking about Euphoria, he literally says Zendaya in that show. He didn't
Oh.
even he
Yeah.
didn't even say the name of it. And everybody was like, "Damn, she really told him do not say the name."
A lot of people from Dance Moms won't, like, some people are okay with talking about it, but
Yeah.
Maddie and Mackenzie, like,
Well, that's a whole nother level too, because that's like basically it's
yes,
kind of a documentary in a way. You know what I
yes,
mean? Obviously, this is like Euphoria is like fictionalized, but there's
yes.
yeah, I really feel for the girls who are on Dance Moms though.
And so whenever Maddie's on um, in an interview and they talk about it, she always says, "When I was on
Hmm.
that show," she
Yeah,
never directly says the name of it.
yeah, yeah. So, damn. Well, for our final segment, you have an interesting bio that you've pulled from my dating profile. Did
Yes.
you not? Did you not?
It's not the
Bring
worst
us
one of
home?
it's not the worst one. It
Okay.
it just definitely could be better, and it comes like the beginning of it. Okay, it's the last phrase. That's just unnecessary.
Can
About
we let's give for to protect anonymity. Let's give this
I actually
give him a nickname or
I don't
something.
even remember his name. Um,
Okay, good.
I just
That's what I was about to say.
screenshot
I didn't think it
stuff.
would.
It's the about me section.
Hmm.
I like to eat a lot of different things, like the very hungry caterpillar. Kind of weird, but okay. I'm
Hmm?
really looking for my skiing, snowboarding wife. Okay, athletic, great. That's what you're into.
That's specific. That's so specific, though. I'm looking
Uh,
for my skiing stuff.
I guess if you have hobbies and you want your partner to have those same hobbies, go for it. Um,
Yeah,
so whatever, skiing slash snowboarding
you
wife.
gotta be into different things too, though. You
Yeah,
can't. There's got to be a balance, you know.
yeah. Who doesn't shave and sleeps with her phone on airplane mode?
Hmm.
Like,
Huh.
ex-
That's
ex-
an interesting sentence to me because here's the whole thing. He starts by doing like an empowerment thing of doesn't shave. That's cool. You want to give power back. It's a beauty standard that you don't need
sure.
to your partner to feel like they have to live
Yeah.
up to.
Uh
That's
huh.
great. But then the thing that gets me is you want them to sleep with their phone on airplane mode. So to me, when I analyze that in my little brain, I'm thinking of you're nervous about her getting text messages from someone. That's what I
It's a
think of it as.
little possessive.
Isn't it giving like insecurity? Isn't it giving
You're
insecurity? Because it's
insecure.
like
Yes.
you better put your phone on airplane mode so you don't get. You know what I mean?
But then if I put my phone on airplane mode, I'm not getting any messages from anybody. So, like,
Right.
what if I do have an emergency?
Yeah, it's weird.
And also, that's
Also, if
very
you're not
controlling.
living with them, also if you're not living with the person right away, it's also like you won't be able to reach her either.
So when
Like,
you
put her
text
phone on
me,
airplane mode.
and I don't respond, don't get mad because you asked me to put my phone on airplane mode.
Yeah.
Because you know he would be mad that she's
Well,
not responding. So yeah,
they're
just
trying to
that.
seem like, oh, I don't care. They're trying to seem like, oh, I don't care. I'm cool. I'm like not, you know what I mean? But it's giving like
Yeah.
if you're living with the person, that's like that's even weird.
Yes.
Very strange.
Yeah.
Very specific and very strange at the same time.
Yeah. And the fact that he was like, I like to eat a lot of different things, like the very hungry caterpillar.
Like the very hungry. Yeah, I get it. He's not saying he wants to. We're
No, no,
psychoanalyzing.
no.
He's not
But
saying that he wants to eat the. I see. Okay, it's a very specific thing to say.
it just, again, it's just a
Well,
weird.
there's somebody for everybody, and maybe somebody's out there.
Yeah.
Your snowboarding wife is out
Yeah.
somewhere. Oh God.
Uh,
Well, that's our show, folks.
yes. Where can you find us?
You can find us, and I'm gonna bring it up on because it's on our Instagram
Yes.
profile, pinned, might I add. But our main socials are Instagram and TikTok. You can listen to the pod on Spotify,
Hmm.
Apple Music. We post every episode on YouTube as well. And then you can also find us on the following. We're on Overcast, Good Pods, Castbox, Pocket Cast, and iHeartRadio,
Yes.
among in addition to Spotify, Apple,
Oh,
and
yes.
YouTube. So these sites you might not even heard of, but you can get them. You can get us. You can find us anywhere.
Yes.
We are everywhere. You
Literally.
can find us in your dreams.
I was gonna say in your closet, but
We,
that's a little too creepy. Yeah, in your dreams.
no, you pivoted completely.
Yeah.
No, no, look, we're gonna do in between of what the two of us said. We are your sleep paralysis.
Yes. You can find us on your couch watching RuPaul's Drag Race.
True. That's actually accurate.
Accurate. Yep.
You're just gonna come home one day and we're just gonna be on your couch.
Uh huh.
Oh,
What are you watching? I'm watching season 8 for the 100th time. Uh,
I'm watching season 15.
yes. Just because you gotta get some Bob in your life, you know?
Oh god, yes. Where are you at in the season?
I
What
am like the
episode did
third
you?
episode in.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. So no, it's not. I'm trying to think of what the challenge was for that. I don't even know. For season 15, they just did Snatch Game and Sugar went home.
Oh god. Oh, ooh, that
Them
sound.
two.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I saw a clip
Anyway,
of, was it Spice or who did? Which one did Miley Cyrus?
Spice.
Spice. No.
Because Sugar did Trisha Paytas and one.
The Miley
That's why
Cyrus.
they were. That's why they were both in the bottom lip syncing against each other. Because RuPaul said, "You want to go back and forth so much? Here you go.
Yeah. You
You
both
want to
got.
do your bits here now, lip sync." And they did
Yeah.
a bit lip syncing too. And I don't get it because at one point, like I don't know, it's chaotic. It's weird. But anyway,
Yeah.
we have a lot of socials. Check our Instagram. The full list of where you can listen to the pod is
Yes.
pinned to our Instagram.
Yes.
And our Instagram is public, so there's no excuse.
And
You
it's
can
pinned
go
to
look
our
at it right
TikTok.
now.
It's pinned to TikTok.
Absolutely.
So if you're not an Instagram user, check TikTok.
You do TikTok as
Yes.
well. And we'll find a way to. Is there any way to pin things on YouTube? Probably not, but
I don't
maybe.
know. I don't think so.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it
Yeah.
out. We have technology. We're smart.
Yes.
We use our brains.
Yes.
And we'll catch you in the next one.